in the best of 3. We might have the repeat today. You know, we've got Skybilz, so obviously many people know her as one of the almost like the queen of Mario 3 randomizer. But then you have a man like Chuck who's a speedrunner of this game for years. You know, he knows this game in and out. But of course, in that randomizer setting, which is kicking off right now.
There we go, and we are off. And we have a desert with some icicles.
Fantastic. How does that even work? That's like some Odyssey stuff. Really going on. So, starting off in World 2, and of course, if you all don't know what's happening in Mario 3 Randomizer, first of all, where have you been the last like month and a half? But of course, you can tell exclamation SMB3 to check out all the details. And of course, the goal of the game is simply 80% Warpless, so they must traverse to all 8 worlds, the first 7 world maps in randomized order. And of course, the end goal is to destroy Bowser forever and get back your boo. Get your boo back, you know.
Essentially, it's a race. You get through all 8 worlds randomized and kill the Koopa at the very end. Simple as that.
Big mean Koopa. So, of course, if you haven't seen the randomizer, let's just tell you, I guess, a few things about it. Of course, immediately you'll notice that levels are not in the order they should be. They've been shuffled all the numerical levels, the levels like the sun level and the pyramid, all those are shuffled. Or any level that does not unlock a lock or create a bridge, they've all been shuffled together. All your fortresses are all shuffled. Any other levels that can destroy a lock, and of course those castles, those airships at the end are also shuffled. So we don't know what is going to appear, and it's going to be fun. Not to mention stuff randomized in the level.
We can guarantee at the very least 2 levels that have been hard-coded at the very least. The Spiral Tower in World 5, and of course the very last castle, Koopa, the Castle of Koopa at the very end of World 8, which is always the very last world that we will visit. Why?
Yeah.
You gotta end with HE double hockey sticks. It's a gauntlet. You got it.
We can't just start the game with killing Bowser. That'd be kind of anticlimactic, and then end it with a coin.
I mean, it'd be interesting, but it'd be anticlimactic.
Yeah. So, of course, these players are playing the exact same seed. This is the best of 3. So, the first player to win 2 games will move on to the semifinals. And, of course, got to keep it fair. So, they are going to play the same seed. Of course, there are some little things that may be frame dependent, like as far as we talked about earlier, the items. Items are going to be obviously a very, very key component in the randomizer. They have different features, such as the hammer being able to break locks, which everybody knows by now. Not part of vanilla, but a toggable option in the randomizer itself. So, nothing too much yet. We're going to get our item over here from Chuck and whatnot, but
yeah, we have. We're gonna have to wait for it. Oh man, no!
You know the feeling when you die right beside a star.
That is a pixel perfect hit from the game too.
Literally got socked.
Wow.
Oh boy.
I was gonna say, for those wondering, when Chuck is in the lead, but this could obviously change. I mean, I've called the last matchup I called. It was literally a one mistake, one decision, not even a mistake, one, and there's an anchor right there, as Skybilz just discovered. These could be one decision games. One simple decision to use a hammer or not use a hammer could change everything.
That is exactly right. And this is what happened on several matches here. You know, sometimes people gamble. In fact, we just yesterday, very interesting enough, we had a player yesterday that actually went for a triple cloud to go to the airship of the level, and they died and had to go all the way back 3 stages. And for some reason, they still won that race. It's amazing how things that seem so amazingly to build a lead, and then your player messes up, unfortunately.
High risk, high reward.
Telling you. So they're both almost simultaneously going to the matching game. And of course, you will see them possibly on a different card, which they are. Again, this is frame dependent, just like in vanilla, as to which layout they get. So they're going to have to keep a track, possibly, using maybe pen and pad or maybe that amazing brain power they have. So they can begin matching. Of course, what they get is not what they will actually receive until they check their inventory to see what exactly correlates to what.
We have another visit here with the items, and what we picked up with Skybilz is a music box. Now, we saw an anchor earlier. In the group stage, that was almost always a frog suit. However, I've been told that has been changed.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be absolutely 100% random. It is a wild card.
And of course, we've seen that sometimes randomized. Our semifinal race yesterday, one of our matches, the anchor became a cloud, which was interesting. And one of our players actually, one of our players actually was so used to probably seeing a power up like a mushroom or something, they just kind of mashed it and they end up using the cloud and then just played the same level. And Skybilz. You know, this is
taking a hit with the pyramid, which is one of the two auto scrollers left of the game. The other one is the infamous 5-9.
Yep, and there is no way around this one. Typically, they'll take a quick death, but this is on the required path.
This is a required beta level, and Chuck, he went through it, took his time, and he's been rewarded. His patience have been rewarded. With a golden boat for his sins. I mean, well, not his sins, but
yeah.
That's what happens when we watch OSW review. That's what it happens. Anyway,
gotta be careful. He got socked earlier. Doesn't want to get socked again here.
No.
So he's all right this time.
He's gonna pick up a music box. Now it's gonna be useful if he wants to just flat skip some the brothers in the later levels.
Yeah, definitely in the later part. Gotta build that inventory. Right now, they're just sitting there with a anchor, an unknown, and of course that little music box. So, so for right now, depending on what the world order comes up, because again, the first 7 worlds are delivered randomly in order. So hopefully they see a level that doesn't involve a lot of potential skips, so a chance to maybe build up some inventory items and whatnot.
Chuck has a normal 3-hitter to kick us off, and he gets his first world done. And just around 6:15, which is not bad at all.
Yeah, indeed it isn't. So Chuck will maintain that little lead here. Of course, we're very early in this best of 3 here. Just 1 world down, and who knows what's going to happen. I'm telling you. We're taking guesses in the chat as to what it is. Of course, the anchor is the
anchor was a leaf.
Yeah,
which is good in this case.
And
we have a hammer suit.
Oh yeah,
and that letter contained a hammer suit, which is huge. And Chuck, his first level in World 1 is a hand level.
Yep. So guaranteed item.
Yeah, guaranteed item, and we know that it was, I believe it was an anchor. It's all anchors from now on, which is
boy, Stunlock City.
That's interesting.
Getting 2 Sledge Brothers and wedged in between them, not fun.
Skybilz, meanwhile, gonna finish up her World 2, and he's gonna join us in here as well. And we have another beta in World 1. 1-2, I should say. This is a World 7 beta.
Yep. If you die on this level, you're a bad player. I'm just gonna say that, okay? Alrighty then. If you die on this level for some reason.
The only way to die, by the way, for those wondering, is to use all 300 seconds.
Just put down the controller and find another franchise to play.
Walk away. Just walk away from the game. Play something else.
Telling you here. So, of course, we're a 1 map here. Not too much going on here. So, they'll probably play this in typical Warpless fashion here. Of course.
No hammer, so they have to go through the fortress.
Indeed. Who knows? When are we going to start getting hammers here? Again, they are randomized, so we don't know when they're going to pop up. And, of course, when they do get them, when do they use them? Again, part of the randomizer, especially being a really good randomizer player, is when you build that inventory, knowing what levels you haven't seen, not just the worlds, but even the levels, because, you know, you may have P-Wings coming up or cloud-like levels. And, of course, across the worlds, you know, those hammers can skip those long worlds like, you know, oh gosh, world 3 is a potential, world 6 map, and World 5.
World 3 could be an absolutely blow through because the pipes are randomized, as you probably mentioned. There's a free pipe, and it could go all the way to Wendy O.
Yeah, so, we start combining those hammers with clouds and music boxes. We can turn levels like potential World 7, depending on how the pipes randomize, to a 0 stage level, a world that matters. So.
The World 7, last World 7 I called was a 2 or 3 levels. It went 1 level, then the pipe went right to the last part of the map, which is huge.
So we got our first match in a matching game there. We got a mushroom there. So
WhenChukAttacks, he's gonna think about it. He's gonna get 2. He got 3.
Right, so mushroom flower and 1 up.
He's got 4.
Look at this guy.
And it's gonna end for now, but 4 items.
So we'll find out a little bit later what that mushroom has got. 2 of them, maybe Hammer.
And we have the regular tank level, which is a Hammer Bro level, but those have been those type of levels have been thrown in with the regular action level rotation.
Yep. This particular one doesn't break any lock or create any bridge, so it gets thrown in that, as you said, the regular levels.
It's in the action worlds pool.
And it's also interesting to play these levels because obviously you get to see new P-speed strats on here. You know, you can go through these levels much faster than normal.
Oh yeah. Obviously, most of these are auto-scrolled for the sake of let's just hurry the hell up and finish this stuff up.
You don't like auto-scrollers, man?
You don't like auto-scrollers? Why? They slow you down.
So what you're telling me is that you want Fred to code in the turn all levels into auto-scroller mode. I got you. Got it. Here comes a nice 2-hour seed.
Particular level, by the way.
Yeah.
Skybilz actually caught up.
Yeah, I picked up a
few seconds behind.
Yeah, I picked up a couple items there in the matching game. So again, a couple levels, but Chuck maintaining a little lead here. But he knows he got to be on his toes to take down Skybilz. That's for sure.
Meanwhile, Chuck gonna go in there.
So again, the HP of the
we got a 2-hitter.
Yep, anywhere between 1 and 5.
2-hitter,
nice, easy 2.
Of course, a simple 2, but some can be a 1-hitter as well. So
all the people want in the chat,
rotation.
All they want is just the 5-hit thick Wendy. That's all they want. That's all that matters in every seed.
And all you want is a frog suit kill of Bowser at the very end.
If you could actually win the race,
see that.
If someone could win the race and do that, yes, I would just give you the win for the whole tournament. Period.
If there's a way to amass about $100 or a case of Coke or something like that, like a reward to do that,
I'm telling you, I gave you a special bonus prize on the side.
There you go. World 4 is up next for those wondering.
Yep, and again, no hammers in place, so again, we're going to have to traverse this level, the intended route per se.
And Fred-ish level here, we have a World 3 in World, but not in position for World 4.
Yeah, how does it work?
And a beautiful use of the star level of the Starman right there too.
I don't see too many people take the bottom route below those bricks here. Jumping a little early, you bonk your head and be dead. But hey, Chuck is a pro. He's been playing this game for years now, so you'll see some very crispy movement from him for sure.
Both are very good, solid Mario 3 speedrunners. One just happens to be really good at vanilla, one's really good at randomizer, but. Yep. I would assume being good vanilla does help matters a little bit.
Yeah, even Skybilz, she I think about 2 years ago, she did begin learning this game in 80% Warpless category as well. It's just Chuck has a few more years under his belt when it comes to that. But of course, in a randomizer setting, levels like the one Skybilz is playing right now, a lot of things are dependent on certain enemies to be in locations, and when you just can't damage boost, or things like that. You just can't do all those speed strats, so it will slow down those professional runners just a tad.
We got another coin ship up on here. We're loaded with coin ships this evening.
Boy, we're not gonna have to worry about winning 1-ups here again. Almost guaranteed 1-up every time we traverse those every couple of them. More sock action for Chuck.
And people knock people for amassing 1-ups. I've seen great players hang by a thread.
Yep.
On like 1 or 2 lives, and they had like 7 or 8.
Yeah. Well, we got Boss Bass on one screen and Bertha on the other, going through 8-2. Chuck just gonna flag. As long as he maintains peace speed, you don't have to worry about him. But again, Boss Bass does take vertical height on this one now, so he's gonna be careful.
Hey there, Big Bertha.
Yeah, let's not jump into the mouth here.
So fancy free.
Oh boy, you never can have enough Boss Bass. I'm telling you, lovely song.
Nope. Boss Bass has played goaltender. We saw her earlier level last game I played. She was playing goaltender at that pipe. Ooh, treacherous terrain. We have a super tank, by the way, for those wondering, as our fortress number uno.
Yeah. So like I said, one thing about Boss Bass is if you kill Boss Bass, it will respawn in about 5 seconds. If you can maintain your P speed and constantly run away from it, it will never catch up, but it can respawn right in front of you. Oh, Sky almost slid into it.
As you just demonstrated, she almost demonstrated that almost.
Gotta be careful you fall down here, though.
Oh, beautiful use of the statue, too.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad you didn't do that too early and like, uh-oh.
Meanwhile, Chuck back at the cards. He's got 1. He's got 2. And he clears it.
Alrighty. So again, he's got a lot of inventory items. Unfortunately, no hammers.
No hammers.
So
no hammers, no clouds, but some useful items no less. A couple of fire flowers. I'm not gonna whine about that.
Yeah, obviously in this randomizer, sometimes as you've seen it already, you've seen some intentional deaths just because it's a long level.
Ooh, and Chuck got caught by Lucky too.
Yeah, that one is not intentional there. Thought a cloud could hurt you, I'll tell you.
A cloud played goaltender. That's what happened.
Yep. So that's going to cut down the lead just a little tad here, giving Sky a chance to kind of minimize that distance that Chuck has in front of her. Of course, she's going to start up here. Get through this mess. Again, very, very nasty because you just don't know what the enemy spawns. He's going to I-frame into the pipe and get out of here.
Yeah. And Chuck, he takes a hit, but he escapes. Lucky too. Gets out of there. Gets to. You got a couple of start cards.
Yeah. So Sky's going to be working on her inventory as well.
Yes, she's got one.
Board. Now you see 2. Chuck right now taking care of those inventories. Yep.
She's got 3. Chuck has a P-wing. And that'll be strike 1.
Mm-hmm. Man.
That's 4. She's thinking about it. And that'll be it for now, but she picks up 4.
Yep. So again, still no clouds.
And a music box in there.
Yeah. Still no clouds and hammers in place. So again, looking there's not going to be the swiftest seed, not as of yet. Anyway,
not yet. But again, if it's a slow start, it's going to be a very quick finish.
Of course, I'm sure the chat doesn't mind. The longer they play, I'm sure they just love it.
Hope y'all got some popcorn. We're here for a while.
Yeah, I'm hoping for another. I think we've had so many games that have gone all three anyway. So I'm hoping we can continue that.
Meanwhile, WhenChukAttacks picks up 5-star Frog Splash, 5 up. He's up to 11 lives.
Yeah. So Chuck just one more stage before we finish it, going through the Fortress from the World 8 stage here.
The HE double hockey sticks fortress.
No, you're not a fan of it? Oh, just all the hotness, eh?
Actually, you know what? Once you figure it out how to do it, it's not as bad, but it is an intimidating fortress.
Yeah, this is your early generation Mario Maker right here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now I would argue the one in World 7 with all the pipes, that's the worst one.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had one particular race actually start out with that being the first stage, so there was no way around that. I saw
that race. Oh my god, that was painful to look at.
Yeah, it's a level for our racers. The thing is, most randomized, that's just a level that typically it seems that people, first of all, you always usually go for the clip if you're aware of it and you have the power for it. But you typically don't see people playing that level, and when they have to play, it's like, oh, wait a minute. Especially if you're someone who doesn't play this game regularly, how do you even get through this level? So
simple. Take your time.
But go fast at the same time.
Go fast. It's one of those practice.
Slow and steady and very fast. So I got a thick boss here. Uh-oh.
That was a 2-hitter, wasn't it?
Another double, yeah. Another double here.
Another double.
And just so you all know, Wendy is still lurking. Still a chance with a 5-hit Wendy.
Chuck extend this lead in game 1 here.
I'm calling World 7 next.
Well, we're about to find out in a few seconds. Meanwhile, Skybilz going to take care of the fortress.
And just remember, you all, for those who are just hopping in here, the winner of this goes to the semifinals. So best of 3.
Music box and a World 6.
Let's hope we get a shortened 6 here because we've had long levels so far, and this is one of the longest.
We got a free tunnel, and it does cut this place. It cut the race step a little bit. And wait a minute, is this in position in world here? Because I'm about to call Fred. It's in world. I know that.
Yeah, this is not the correct level. No, this is not 6-4.
All right, so in world, if not in position.
Yeah.
In the vanilla terms, and that was a 2-hitter, as you saw with Skybilz completing her 3rd world of the evening of this race.
Yeah. So we got another coin ship here. Again, another item here, and some more coinage.
Generous for the coin ships, at the very least.
Telling you. Double shot. Nice.
Beautiful double kill.
It's just so pretty to see.
Only worth a star though for that double kill. I would have offered a hammer for that double kill. But
well, I'm sorry, this isn't a award for swag strats here now. I don't see a basic mushroom or nothing. But anyways, again, still not getting any very, very generous things.
Nothing too generous. Enough to get through worlds, but not past them. It looks like.
Yeah. Plenty of power-ups though, so if they happen to die, they got a very quick way to power up.
The inventory will be loaded. That's not something to whine about.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Chuck went downstairs, and he's not regretting that decision. He's got a couple of hammer bros to take care of some boomerang barrages.
Yeah, well, he's been doing a lot of boomerang.
We got a cloud finally.
All right, so we'll see how he decides to use that a little bit later. May find a level that's a little too challenging, and say bump it. This is cloud, especially a long level, and he's going to frog it up. I'm sure this frog will be gone soon. Yep. Frog didn't even last 3 seconds. Poor boy! Oh, jumping just in time, avoiding the nom-nom.
Boss Bass almost pulled a Randy Orton out of nowhere on that.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Hello.
Oh, I just love that. I just love the sudden
Boss Bass out of nowhere.
Can never have enough Boss Bass in this doggone game. I'm telling you.
Ooh, and speak of the devil.
Oh yeah, this is your favorite level right here. I mean, who doesn't love too? I mean, come on now.
Speak of the devil, and it shall appear.
Well, nice it gives a star there. You know,
a star definitely helps move through this level.
Yeah, that middle section of this first room is not fun. Again, this level, now, of course, for enemy randomization, the piranhas can randomize, and of course, they can randomize a lot of times to the fire shooting ones, which when you have 3 or 4 of those on screen, you have no power-ups, especially. It's just, boy, good luck. Ain't no commentary curse, it's Fred's curse. He the one made the doggone thing. Don't look at us. I'm just talking to the microphone.
Hey, we were we were discussing worlds. We were not saying watch this. No.
Yeah.
We were talking about it, but speak of the devil, the timing of that.
So so we do get an auto scroll again, one of our only levels that has to deal with the parabeetles here. And of course, it's a little bit more challenging.
It has been de-auto scrolled, but there is a level of difficulty. I actually did try that the other day, and you know, you think it's easier de-auto scrolled, and no, it's not so much.
It's not
so much.
The auto scrollers end up producing a lot of blind jumps, and so if you're not familiar with them, you know, you've got to take your time here. It's very easy to down those things. Don't blame you, but you're the whole reason for this tournament.
Not gonna regret using that cloud, I can tell you right there, right now.
Yeah, and the thing is about using that cloud there, and of course Chuck did not use it, is that you have to think about what levels are coming up here. And like I mentioned before, you can combine that cloud with things like in level 7, like the end of level 7's map, that castle and that piranha stage. You know, a music box and the cloud can skip both of those. So you have to think about what's ahead, or just use it now and get over with. So because of that, yeah, check this.
Well, what should be fort number 3 is the underwater world. Fort number 2 of world 3.
Yeah, this is a slower level just because of the water. We have a lot of water stages so far in this particular seed here.
We'll have less of them later.
Yep, that's good. So of course, no way to really bypass this unless they decide to use a hammer, which is really not. Usually, don't see people using a hammer on such a short number of levels being omitted, except maybe World 8.
Actually, I believe this. Oh no, this one has a lock. That's true.
Yeah.
I was about to say it can't build a bridge, but this one doesn't have a bridge.
We need a bridge builder. I emote or something or inventory item. Build a bridge. Because it literally has like what, like only, I'm trying to think how many bridges are in this game anyway. I think only like 2.
And Chuck gliding through that airship.
Yeah.
Spoke too soon.
Yeah, he had to hit it anyway. He knows he's gonna get something good. Nice little start. Of course, a start does not one hit kill them. It still requires the same number of hits. You see, he just runs right through his hitbox. So it basically just.
But for someone like Lemmy, that's gonna help a little bit. 3 hits for Lemmy.
4 hits.
4 hits. Man. It's we got a thick one.
Yeah. Not much of a threat there when half of his hit was the part that can hurt you is like basically safe. He's inside the wall. And of course, for those who don't know, the terrains that you fight the Koopa Kids in is randomized. So you may see the flat one, the whichever one. So you never know which terrain you're gonna fight, as well as of course their physics and all that good stuff.
But Chuck is halfway through at around the 25-minute mark.
So of course, Sky's pretty close now. Again, using that cloud to skip one of the stages because Chuck did not use his cloud, so he still has that luxury to use a little bit later. Of course, here we are, World 7. So we're going to see how generous World 7 will be. Again, we do have a music box and a cloud in his inventory right now,
which is going to help a little bit.
Yeah. So Chuck going through 7-2 here right now, and this is a world that. Typically, you'll see people play, check the first pipe, obviously, and then decide, do they go the path that they just went, or do they go back and go through 7-1 and see where that takes us to? And this is what can swing races here. Yesterday we saw somebody go, both aliens went the wrong way, and they end up meeting together. It was hilarious to me. Especially when they end up on that 4-5-6 island where they got 2 choices. Do they go this way or that way, and they gamble wrong? So it's going to be interesting.
Well, he's going to clear up something.
Yeah, so he'll have access to...
He's going to clear up the path.
Yeah, he'll have to be at least one more stage here. It can take care of the fort. There's going...
Skybilz just saw what we had. She's going to take her chance. We got the Navy. That is one of the fortresses.
So this is going to be interesting here. Sky's going to try to clear this board out. So we're going to have a different path here. So somebody's going to make a good move here. Somebody's not.
Well, Skybilz won't have to worry too much about the difficulty in World 7-1. It's World 1-2. So here we go. A little bit of difficulty.
Yeah, just a couple of new obstacles.
Maybe a little bit of difficulty.
Yeah, so Chuck is going to have 1 pipe available. He's going to go ahead and just Starman through this stage. Of course, as you heard Maddie mention earlier, this stage is not randomized. It's always stacked. You may see different piranhas in there, but its location will always be there. And of course, they'll always give you an item as well.
Which happens to be a star in this case.
So he gets his investment back. And he'll have 3 pipes to try now. Up, left, and right. And maybe this will be victorious because right now, Sky has found the right path going back.
There you go.
Oh, so again,
and Chuck is going to lose his lead.
Yep, and again, this is how World 7 can swing a race, just taking that gamble, going the other way. But of course, Chuck gets behind. Oh man, Chuck, if he had a hammer right there, could have just totally passed her, even on that move. So, but he will have to backtrack. Sky will be beginning to build her lead over him right now. I'm telling you, this is how the randomizer, the film when you lose a race to RNG.
This is one of those.
it just stinks.
You never know.
But that is the randomizer, right? This is a classic case of how the randomizer can just swing a race when you present with options and you have to make a split decision choice. Do I go this way or that way? And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Sometimes you got to go with this. Sometimes you got to go with that.
Yeah. So Sky going from 1-2 backwards to 1-1 now here with the swollen powers. Got World 4 enemies in play.
We got Goombas on steroids. I'm sorry. Goomba growth hormones.
Goomba growth hormones. GGH.
I almost had that one.
It's okay. At least you tried. That's all right. We'll give you a B minus for effort. Yeah.
Hey, I got all evening. You know what?
Don't worry, you got at least one more game to get a good comeback on that.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we got the Air Force as far as the second fortress as the next fortress here.
Oh boy. Chuck is going for the clips. Chuck is being a little bold here. Going for the 7-9 clips.
It's a difficult one, especially with boss. Yes, he got it. Woo!
You don't try that at home.
Ooh.
Only the
good
highly
thing
trained
was
professional.
taking the boss bass out to give you some time, and that was ooh.
Yeah, that's the time when he's chasing you behind and you miss your clip. That's death, basically. You know, so we got a hopping through the muncher stage. You don't see this all the time.
She's hopping through using a frog suit. That's gonna buy her a hit.
Yep.
And it obviously paid off with a hammer.
Well, we finally got one hammer.
Finally, there's a hammer.
With 3 worlds to go after this, so. Again, got to keep in mind what worlds we do have left. We still have World 3's map in play, and what else we got? We got World, the chat is paying attention.
We've seen 2, 1, 4, 6, 7. So we got World 5, World 3.
And of course, World 8 to hold. So, what would you do? I would hold my hammer. You know, what do you do? Do you use it to shorten the upper part of World 5?
If World 3 is next, I'd hold my hammer, check the pipage.
Mm-hmm.
If the pipes aren't as generous, I'd break the lock. If break the lock, if the lock holds the end of the way, then you just spot yourself World 3. If not, well, you know.
You know, who knows? Again, we have some more hammer brothers that actually traverse too, so we couldn't get a hammer very, very quickly.
It's very true, but at the same time, the hammer is only useful in World 5 once you get to the sky.
Yeah, exactly. So
running out
of options.
I don't know. I check my options before I have to go through the world, before I do any world clearing in World 3.
Yeah, and definitely, of course, one thing the both players know that even if they happen to make a mistake or something, you know, they do have at least one game to recover from. You know, they can lose a game and know that, okay, you still got a chance at it.
And Chuck, is it just me that Chuck really caught up on that?
I don't believe that Chuck got the hammer there. I think he skipped over
the picked up the hammer. He did pick up the hammer. I saw the hammer in there.
Good, because I wasn't looking. I was picking my toenail. Sorry.
That's okay. We have World 5 up next.
Yep.
So we're gonna have. So how hype will World 3 be? We'll have to find out very soon.
Yeah, this is going to be
I'd say find out in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z, but I'm like, well, there is no next episode. We're marathoning this. We're binge watching this sucker.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting now because if World 3 is not World Free, we're going to have the same thing we had in World 7 where going, you know, possibly the wrong path could, again, switch this race again.
This might be a case of the hammer might become useful later on, but we will see. Skybilz, meanwhile, we got a World 7-1. How we have clippage?
First one was really good. She already was in the right power-up state, so you don't have to worry about that headache. You know, going a little while having a tail.
Got to worry about the clippage.
Yeah, we got to get this because now Chuck can pass him.
What's Chuck going to do? He got it first try!
I'm telling you.
He got it first try!
This is the kind of thing when you're someone who's like a veteran in this game and you do this so much, it just becomes second nature.
The time in Skybilz just gave up the ghost going through vanilla.
Yeah, you don't want to
back up that lead.
So this is going to unfortunately pull Sky behind because again, this level is not short. A lot of vertical, slow pipe movement here. Again, a level you typically do not see players playing unless they just have no power-ups. Yeah. You know, or it's like
and the hammer bras give up a hammer, brah.
Yeah, so Chuck is pretty. So Chuck will probably have that. Sky will probably have that luxury too, unless for some reason she doesn't play that hammer brother.
Which I would doubt at this point. If you at this point you want a hammer, you want every advantage you can get.
Yeah, that's two. Again, that can be very, very beneficial, especially even if you set a double hammer on 3. You know, bam, that takes you straight to 2 options. You know, another hammer brother, a free pipe to check, a fort that's right there that will unlock another pipe. So, you know, do you possibly go for the double hammer on 3?
Meanwhile, Chuck has a rough going, but we have a cloud, so that's going to help a lot. And Skybilz is going to go through her Hammer Bros as well. Picks up her Hammer Bros.
The good stuff on the end. It's kind of crazy how that works. So a lot of good stuff. Not too many opportunities to use it, but again, it can definitely come in place too.
Again, not too many hammers, but again, there's going to be enough hammers. There's going to be some useful hammers at the very least.
You know, the thing is, okay, I believe Chuck has 2 hammers now. So the thing is, you know, this is another one of those gamble situations because you could gamble the beginning of World 3, double pipe, and it's right there. It could be the right exit. Or you could be wrong, waste them, and then all of a sudden you could use that hammer for 8, and it may give you the god pattern there.
The anchor could be a hammer.
You know? Well, we used the anchor. The anchor was a leaf, a power leaf already. So unless we have a multi-purpose leaf here, you never know. Get to it.
I'm just throwing on possibilities for you know.
Man, we need that.
And we got a nice vanilla one. Chuck is going to pick up a free item. Of course, the whistles have been removed, but we have a mushy.
Yeah.
Again, useful.
Maybe Chuck can code an item that just awards everything. It's like an all-in-one. It's like doggone like item 8 from Mario Kart 8. It just gives you everything.
Another P-Wing for going through some Fire Bros.
Yeah.
And he broke that lock. For those wondering, I believe that lock was broken.
So here we are, flying through our.
And Skybilz doing the same thing as well. So breaking the hammer and using a cloud.
And using the cloud
and
there.
A P-Wing.
Just keeping track of what items she has, knowing that we're getting low on what's left. So you use it now, or do you use it, you know, in World 3, or possibly?
Or do you risk using it, or do you keep it for a World 8?
Yeah, and the gamble there is the fact that difference is, you know, 8-1, 8-2 may not even be required, but you know you have to traverse something in World 3 unless God Pipe, of course.
No, of course.
You know.
I mean, that is still a possibility, but we'll have to find out in a couple of levels. But once again, Chuck and Skybilz neck and neck, trading the lead here.
Yep, Sky going through 1-4 and Chuck on his 6th airship here. Gotta be a little careful, but no biggie. Oh, it's gonna start out. And again, this is interesting because Wendy could be popping up next, and if we have a thick Wendy when we're just small Mario, oh boy. Let's see who we got. Oh no.
We got more.
Wendy?
Oh, 1 enter too.
Oh man, even more nice.
Hello.
So I'm Chuck not mad about that, not one bit.
No, not at all. I don't think Skybilz will be any sadder either.
So that means we get to transition to World 8 by finishing prior with a Wendy fight, which I'm sure we're loving that one. But first,
it'll be hype.
Yes, we'll be hype if we get God Pipe here, but we'll see what happens. We're going to go into World 3 map, only one left before 8. So we're going to see what's going to happen. I think Chuck used the hammer there, so I think both players only have one.
Hype
so
pipe. Do we have a hype pipe? Do we have a hype pipe? Do we?
Nope.
Not necessarily, but there is another hammer.
Yep. So what he's going to do, he only has one hammer, so he can't double hammer. So he's going to decide to go back.
No, he can't double hammer, no.
Again, both players using that hammer in the upper part of World 5. So he's going to play 9. Let's say Sky's going to probably do the exact same thing. Again, this gives you one less level. You have to play 9 and 8. And then the cast to unlock that. At least that pipe, if it's wrong, it'll take you to the left side. If it's right, yay. You know, so that's the good thing about going this route, knowing where it's going to spawn you at.
But we'll have to play a few levels before we even find out. I mean, we won't even need to use the hammer in this case.
Yeah, so
unlock.
Indeed.
So we at least have to play through a couple of levels to see what the heck we're looking at.
Indeed. All right, so let's see what happens on our 3-8 stage here. So 3-8 is going to, we got some more ice action here in the water. So again, just gotta be careful here. Could have some strange enemies show up here on this latter part. Sometimes
like a white Paracoopa.
I just love the color palette though. They're so pretty.
Well, no, it fits the level.
Yes, I must say. Ooh, Chuck almost Missed that jump off that edge there, but he's all good.
Ooh, yeah, it was a close one.
You know, typically in a lot of Mario 3 speedruns, you don't usually have tail action, but so many places in because you lose that momentum when you're in the air. But of course, in a randomizer, having that ability to float down and land safely, definitely desire. And of course, not going to use that matching game. I can't blame him on that one. It's not time for that.
And Chuck got to try to P-wing his way through, and he makes it.
Yep, everybody going to
not without a hit, but he'll make it.
I'm unimpressed that neither of them went for the complete fly under strat. Boo. But
at the same time, it's smart strategy. It is smart strategy. You don't want to die, especially in a race this close.
Yeah, so they're basically about 1.5 boom boom just behind each other.
They're literally a second apart here.
Facing the same way. So let's see if they're both going to be happy or disappointed.
We're about to find out.
I mean, either way, they're going to be hit on the right path.
Find out. We got the path to Wendy.
Yeah. So again, just going to be very close going into World 8. Doesn't get much better than this. God, I'm telling you, these races the last few days have been fantastic. These players, even of all different skill sets, have been just so close.
You know, the best part is we get to do it again in about a few minutes.
We sure will, man, because these players have to win 2 games to move on to that semifinals.
And Wendy was not a pick, it was a 2-hitter.
I'm underwhelmed. Fred, please fix that. Please fix that. All right.
And both are going to hit HE double hockey sticks.
Now, of course, one thing to note right now that could come into play, especially if we have a World 8 God Pipe, is that both players do have a hammer suit in their possession that we got earlier. So if one person loses that hammer suit and the other person keeps it, that's all she wrote.
Yeah. This also, this is a case of if it's not a God Pipe, we still have a hammer. We can break a lock.
Yeah. Do you break the first one? Do you test your path out? Again, we're going to see what happens here as we start off with 5-3 here. And typically a shoe in the low when the shoe bodies Chuck. Chuck's got to be careful here. Again, he wants to play it fast, but you just don't know what enemies are going to show up. And got be a little cautious on those jumps. What is this game running to the left anyway?
Chuck gets caught by the fire.
Oh boy!
So Skybilz is gonna take the lead.
Yes, that is not.
This is provisional though.
Yeah, because Skybilz is doing a little hopscotch over the pair of fireballs there. She's playing. It looks like she's playing very, very safe here. You know, she has
safe enough.
2 free hits.
She's using the right power up for this level, anyways. If you want to play it safe but floaty at the same time. Yeah,
sometimes you see players, if they have 2 free hits, they'll just iframe and just go.
Meanwhile, Skybilz is gonna get her check of the pipes.
Let's see if it's God Pipe. Not today.
And we have a hand bridge with a lock, so does she...
Ooh, she's not going to use it. Now, of course, for those who don't know, the best mathematical place to be on this map is going to be on the dark screen because that's where you have the most pipes to try.
Yeah.
You get a higher odds. But of course, that pipe she went away from, that could be
that could have been the pipe to the dark world, and Chuck is using the same strats.
Now, yeah, Chuck is going back in. He's going to try it.
Oh, he's going to try it.
He went back in there, so this could be correct. If it gets
and
to the dark screen,
we could have the final screen.
And this is
we have a dark world.
So Chuck is
on this behind door number 1. We have
the
hand bridge.
So he has 2 clouds here. The good thing is he can actually skip it, but he probably needs to beat it because he has to clear this fortress in order to actually unlock the lock to the upper right in the dark. So
and he's going to do it. And he's got the World 5 in the sky. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to quote "Purple Haze" by Jimi Hendrix when in World 5. I've got one more race.
Now see,
I'll get it.
Sky went the other way, and she's on the other side of 8182.
So the sky bridge is necessary.
Yeah, it looks like
actually,
yeah. She came from she double. I think she clouded. She totally clouded there. Oh boy, so we have to go to the hand bridge.
Ooh.
Hope they remember how to get back to it.
Actually, I think the Dark World is necessary.
Yeah,
no, Handbridge
is necessary. So they have to cross it. So
Handbridge required.
And this is another interesting situation here because now RNG is going to come and play again, crossing the Handbridge, which is, boy, what a way to like kind of conclude this particular game.
Ooh, this is literally a case of entirely dependent on how nice the Handbridge is,
including the level they're on right now, anywhere between 4 6
the winner could be decided by fate, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, the leads are already shifted as it is because of RNG. So you can't use clouds here now.
Technically, Skybilz has the lead. And I say technically because that may very well change.
Yep. So let's see what happens. Getting the first one. And so again, they could also just take a death and try it again. I mean, they have a lot of lives, but the farther you get away, and Chuck gets pulled in.
And Chuck is going to have to go through it as well, so no clear advantage or disadvantage just yet. Skybilz has a lead. And I'm not going to say the lead because it's been changed so many times this first race.
Indeed it has. So Chuck is going to see what happens with Sky this time because you get... Oh, man.
And Skybilz is going to go through it again.
Now, see, she has an auto-scroller. I would actually take the death here and try it again. This is a long stage, just in my opinion. A non-auto-scroller, and Chuck
skips it. Chuck's got to make the lead. He's got the final cape. He's got the final screen.
Indeed.
And the final fort of the evening, or the super tank, I should say.
Yeah, why is he running? Well, see, running into the enemy. This is just a strat. Just see, mini speaking, damage boosting. If you have any super ability, fire, Tanuki, sometimes you just take the hits. It's just faster.
Oh no! And Skybilz will have to go through all three.
Getting the inverse all hands.
And she takes the death, and I cannot blame her.
Oh, getting grabbed.
Oh no! And Skybilz is trying to get out of there, finally she gets through, but it's not gonna matter.
Well, you don't know now because
Chuck has a hammer.
Yeah, Chuck, he has to do this, and again, Sky has to play this castle. It's pretty lengthy. So even if Chuck were to lose hammer ability, he probably will have this unless something happens bad.
Yeah. He's got the first game on lock, and he's clipping it.
You know?
So
we could have...
Yeah, he's got this.
This is very interesting.
Yeah.
So the
Skybilz got caught in the Handbridge. Handbridge literally went pulled in and said, "Where do you think you were going?" And Chuck is going to win the first one.
Yeah, the seed is identical. Yes, RNG is RNG. So just to explain some things about the game here, some things in the game are frame dependent, as in vanilla. Yeah. You can't change that. For instance, the direction the Hammer Brothers move, the Magic game, those are frame dependent in vanilla. You can't undo that. Yeah.
And Chuck will win the first race, 47-46. The unofficial time on screen.
Yep. So
I usually count the time where he actually hit up and actually get through the door.
Yep. So just to note here, it is interesting. We have had people who have been undefeated. That is Sky's very first loss of any race per se in the tournament so far. Not out of it yet because she has a chance to tie it up
again. Strats wise, Skybilz, you're doing the same thing.
Very close race, even with that, not even a minute apart.
It's going to be about a minute, and it's going to be a very tight minute. And she's at 48-41 for the first race. So, yeah, we might. How do we change up the thing?
You hit the reset. Oh no, they do that.
On the screen, under the wins.
Our lovely restreamers will take care of the lovely Star Force. Yeah.
For 58-second difference, And it's only because the hand bridge decided to play the Young Bucks.
Yep, and I know some people in chat like, why is it identical? Again, this is a game that is based, it is a randomizer. So the choices, your movements that you make affect that. Like many games, you can play the exact same way, but if somebody decides to delay one frame, you may end up with a different set of conditions. So this is just how that game works, like many other games, you know? Who wants a static game anyway? You know, you got to have some kind of variance.
You know what? I would next race. I want this to be lightning quick, like grease lightning quick.
Oh yeah, you know.
Oh no, nothing more but a guide pipe in World 3. All the hammers.
We're gonna balance it with like a 1 hour seed after that or something. Just prolong it for all the horror. No hammers, no clouds, no anything.
It'll balance out.
Yeah. Yeah. So again, Chuck is gonna have the advantage right now. 1-0, best of 3. Winner of this match will advance to those semifinals. So,
and for those wondering, yeah, that's not from on our end. Skybilz, that's her audio. That was a resub. From what we've been told.
Yeah.
For those joining us, my name's Matt J. That's Big John. We're on commentary. And it is best 2 out of 3 falls.
Yeah.
So,
but you know the good thing about this Smokey Bandit is other randomizers do it, but guess what? This is not other randomizers. This is the Mario 3 randomizers. Maybe the one thing about randomizers is there's no rule that everybody's supposed to do exactly the same thing when it comes to programming. Because first of all, you have to be thankful for people like Fred to even make this software in the first place. Because he's a guy that stepped up in the community to make not only this one, but even this other one randomized. So make sure you show your hats off for Fred F. Coffin.
Hold on.
What are you doing over there? You're breaking technology? You know, they're breaking technology. So again, before people complain about what's not there, be thankful that we have these people who take hours, days. We got Fred that has kids and he takes time to debug and program things before the tournament even started, just to kind of minimize any chances of soft locks. And he's working this one person deep on 2 randomizers. So no one's in a place to, you know, really complain about that because the man does a lot of stuff, real life and voluntarily doing this as well. Without him, we wouldn't have this. And
for those wondering, we're doing a reset because we're not done. Yes, we got things to do, folks.
Yes, we are. I know you want.
I believe that both are going to gain their seed codes.
Indeed.
So.
Oh, by the way, speaking of getting seed codes, if you all want to play this yourselves, again, just send 1995 and a self-addressed stamped envelope to me, and I'll send it to you. No, you don't need to do that.
Please self-addressed stamped envelope to the price to tickets. The price is right.
Oh man, I love you now for breaking that one down. Oh my goodness, you're my best
friend. I wish I knew the whole thing is spiel. It's like, well, I said CBS
television. 7800 Beverly Boulevard.
7800 Beverly Boulevard, Los Angeles, California 90036. Back to you, Bob.
All right, we'll be back with more after this. Bust that press right here. Exclamation S. I'm never going to get this out here. Exclamation SMB3 in the chat.
Yeah,
you can get the software, all the good stuff, the challenge bracket, the details about the tournament, all that good stuff. So exclamation SMB3 for all those details. The second race is coming up next time. No, it's coming up next.
No, we're just waiting for both to getting their codes and actually being able to put their gimmicks in so we could take care of business. By the way, the winner of this matchup takes on Mitch Firepower in the semifinal matchup.
Yeah,
I can tell you, actually, I was not commentating, but I saw the matchup. Oh boy, that was a close one.
It was some close one here. We have had a lot of stuff like that, and it's going to be interesting, man, because we have a lot of really good players in this tournament. I mean, we had someone that made it to the quarterfinals that wasn't even a runner of this game. Their first time playing this game was just in the tournament, and they made it to the quarterfinals as well, going against someone that just has been getting like a lot of sub 40, just a lot of really, really good movement. So even though
some very good races, so
man, people don't get deterred if you're someone who doesn't run a game in a randomizer, because just like you saw, you know, people mess up. They misstep. RNG may get them, and hey, it could be your game to win. So I tell everybody, make sure you give this doggone randomizer a try. It is fun. It's never the same game twice, man. It really is good.
All right, we're gonna take. We're in intermission, and I think Chuck finally picked up his seat, so he's gonna set up.
Yeah. Who you think, man?
I believe I'm getting this. I think the sounds are coming from Skybilz.
Yes. It's okay. They're just lovely, graceful sounds. I got a question, you all. What world do you think would be the first world in this upcoming game 2? What do you think? What do you think, Maddie?
Whew. 1 out of 7 chance I'm right, right? How weird would it be?
Correctly, yes. And I'll even give you a bonus free R if you can tell me what stage will be first.
Okay, now you're making things interesting. I am going to say, World 5. The first world being, I'm going to say it's a World 6 level, but I'm going to say World 6, 5, maybe?
Okay. I'm going with World 3 map, God Pipe to the first fortress.
All right.
That's what I'm calling. And specifically World 4 fortress.
Which is the first one you see.
With 2 hits on the flat terrain.
Ooh.
Yo, I'm going way deep on that one, man. That's like, I just won the doggone March Madness perfect bracket type guessing there. That's right. Take notes. Now, so first it's gonna be like World 1-1-1 vanilla.
How crazy would it be if it was World 1-1?
Man, I still haven't gotten a seed that starts up with 1-1 yet. I'm a little
I think it happened one time, but I can't remember if I know I wasn't there to call it.
Man, you're damn right, Crisali. I sure am.
Yeah, by the way, I do apologize for those. I'm not a March Madness guy, but I've heard a lot of people got the hangover of a lifetime after that big old upset.
Man, everybody's bracket is busted. Bracket's in there in 2 busted up pieces. Anybody was promising $1 million or $1 billion, they are safe. Don't worry about losing their money.
No.
Hey, man.
There you go. We're doing the reset here.
And maybe I should have gone for UMBC. I mean, the local. I give y'all the upset.
You know what? You never know in these things. You never know.
But who needs those?
A fresh team is always have a good time. Number 16 seed may seem like loser, but it could be like, oh wait, they could be fresh. You never know.
Yeah, but I tell you what, we ain't gonna worry about no busted brackets in this one because we got some pretty good matchups in this one. I can't speak for March Madness, but All
right, looks like we're about set here. We're just waiting for the titular gun to fire.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and claim. Oh yes, if you guess the correct level, yes, you do win a free randomizer. Those players who lose also win a free randomizer.
And we got a World 2.
Dang, my bracket busted in this too, man. Oh,
well, mine too, and we got a World. Oh boy,
well, no, we're in
the sky once again.
Man, we just can't leave this level out of the way, can we? Not
no,
the best.
We cannot.
Joy.
There we go again.
Well, unfortunately, those who were hoping for
this again on my own.
Oh my Lord! While he's over here auditioning for American Idol, I'm sorry you all don't have 742 first. I'm so sorry.
Whoever had World 2 first can't cook for you. So, well, this is interesting. This is the World 7 desert maze, but oddly fitting because we are in a desert.
And Chuck getting the first try clip there again. Scott doesn't go for clips. Chuck does. Just need to get 2 to just get past the first hurdle. A chance for a soft.
He didn't have to worry about boss bass this time around, though.
All right. So Chuck, as you can see, the advantage of clipping there, getting a little lead on Sky because of that.
But again, as we saw in the last race, it's a lead, not the lead.
Yep. Just a slight.
Just a slight advantage.
Yep.
And correct me if I'm wrong, didn't we see this fortress in the last game?
Yeah, we sure did. But good old
we
world.
did in the same spot almost.
Yeah, World 8 Fortress. Get another visitation.
Yeah. Well, we're getting it out of the way early. That's never a bad thing.
A little bit challenging to make that timer. Oh, he makes it. Really impressive to actually make that because you have hot foot in a way. And hot foot does slow you down just a little bit more. When it was very Sky missed it.
Playing goaltender.
So Sky's gonna have to try the piece, which is probably gonna disappear. Yeah. Cannot afford to slow down there.
Nope. But then again, with that hot foot, it's almost an inevitability. We have World 1-4 next up. Now, this one's interesting because you can still go for that. You still get the if you, for example, if you get.
Yes, exactly. What I'm talking
all the coins in this level.
Oh, going for the white mushroom house.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, the thing is, I don't believe white mushroom house. Well, see, first of all, you have a coin ship, so I don't know if the white mushroom house can also be in World 2 in that manner. That's a lot of moving objects. That's how we end up sometimes.
Hey, because I've had people ask that question. I was like, that's a very good question.
I know it works when you're in the world, like World 1. Outside, I don't know. Maybe that's your homework, chat. Make that happen. Go down the randomizer and go do it. And you can come back tomorrow with your results.
Meanwhile, Chuck is going to get World 1-3. He's going to go for the free item. No whistles, but we'll pick up an anchor.
All right. The wild card back in play again. And, of course, so are the socks. Again, there's a chance for a free one up here. There's a hidden block, 3 blocks to the left of the pipe here, just if you want to happen to get one. And, well, dang, Chuck.
Yeah, by the way, people notice I cut off for a second. Don't you love it when the internet derps? Just a little bit every once in a while.
You don't happen to have Xfinity, do you? Or Comcast, whatever they call themselves right now.
I'm Canadian, so thankfully no, but I believe the I don't want to say it.
Don't say it. We don't. I thought Bell did telephone. I don't know, man.
Well, Bell does name a thing at this point.
Did they make TVs as well?
They got an all-around service like name a phone company now.
Got you.
Yeah.
Well, our first little sneak peek of the matching game here. So Chuck is going to see here, again, not going to make any matches in the first try, 4 different items there. Keep notes for the second try. Again, every 80,000 points, you'll have that option too.
Oh, and Skybilz caught a sunburn.
Literally.
Not as bad as the Ultra Sunburn, but ooh. Not so lucky.
Wow, Smokey. Is it that bad? Jeez. So when we're talking about things that are randomized, again, the matching game is frame-based. Oh, no!
Oh, Chuck got caught by the fire-spitting thing.
Man, fire nippers, again, fire nippers usually in vanilla, I know I have professionals who will totally correct me here. Fire nippers, I believe, are only in 1 stage in the entire game.
Yeah.
And that's 7-8. And so now you can see them in a lot more places.
And it could be a big old pain in the you-know-what.
What a tough enemy. Getting the spike piranha right there.
Now, this was tough. This was tough terrain. That's for sure.
Those dumb things always in your way. See, I know I'm correct. Why? Because I have, as I told you all yesterday, we are highly classically and very in-depthly trained to commentate these races here, so we know everything.
Yeah, we are PRO professionals. That's what we are.
We're professionals that also saw that the anchor is now a cloud this time. So,
which, hey, we'll take. We will take.
Because Sky just used it because obviously hoping for a power possibly, and it turns into the cloud. So,
I mean, I'm pretty sure Chuck will take.
Yeah. Very interesting to have a wild card. You just don't know when you should use it because it could be a hammer, and of course you'll know when it's a hammer because it just buzz on you.
Yeah.
You try to use it, so.
And both are going to finish at roughly around the same time, just a few seconds apart. We have a musical box, and then we have World 5.
Yeah. Oh man, we just don't see this level too often in this game. I just love this level.
We don't.
Now this particular stage does have a coin heaven. It is slow, but it does an item. I haven't seen anybody go for that in a long time. But
it's
again, you never know what's there.
Yeah. Chuck, I picked up another 5-star frog splash, another 5 up.
Yeah. So
it looks like Skybilz is looking for the same strategy.
Mm-hmm. And Chuck tested out and sees the cloud, so both players have used their cloud. Of course, Sky, unfortunately, didn't have any benefit from it. And
Chuck got caught by a Micro Goomba out of nowhere.
Micro might be small, but he knows how to wreck them.
No,
Chuck is like, bump that, son. I'm going the other way. So
I think Skybilz got. I think you mentioned the free item. I think Skybilz picked it up.
So a flower.
Skybilz went for it. Got a fire flower.
Not really what she wanted to see. Hoping you a much better item than, but it is.
I will say this though, it is early enough that there'll be a stress halo boss pass.
Yeah. So again, another one of our beta stages.
Level too.
Ooh. So this is one of our beta stages here. Again.
Yeah, one of the beta stages. Excuse me.
This is gonna have a really nasty enemy spawn pattern. This got tons of Koopas down here. Could have fire chain, which is really, really bad. Or runaway. We haven't seen any runaway yet. I like that enemy. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Chuck is gonna get a free bridge out of working that fortress.
Matching the only one up on the screen.
Yeah, the only one up, and I think he did pick up a 1-up, didn't he? Because I heard that number. I heard that familiar chime.
Yeah, well, see, usually
he's only gonna pick up 2 items.
Yeah, it's like he's gonna use a power up here. Yeah, getting double music boxes, or a music box, should I say? Yeah, the trick is it always plays like the intended sound, but again, you don't know what you get until you get. So
well. He's got a free star first trouble, so he pretty much clears one pair of Hammer Brothers. He's going to use his star again.
Which is very small on Fire Brothers.
I don't think he's going to regret using that now.
Yeah.
Picks up a P-Wing, so this was vanilla items. This is vanilla items, actually.
Of course, they might have been swapped as far as which brother had it. So don't go for his name or nothing. He ain't do nothing.
Oh, no. This is still randomized because P-Wings happen to be in other spaces.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, for this world, it's fairly vanilla.
Yeah. By the way, for those who don't know, when we have these brothers, anywhere that you would encounter any brother, be it on the overworld map or in a level itself, it could randomize between Hammer, Boomerang, Sledge, or Fire Brothers. So just keep that in mind.
Meanwhile, excuse us when Chuck attacks, just touches the sky.
You see that? Right where Chuck was yesterday, we had a scene where we had a fire nipper right there.
Oh, I saw that clip, actually.
And looks like Chuck is gonna. He doesn't have any power-ups, I believe, that will make him big here.
Yeah, no, I did not see that. So he has to go through vanilla.
We were just talking about this earlier today about having to do 7-1 vanilla, and here we are making the climb.
Yeah.
I don't know if Sky has anything.
Please excuse Skybilz as she kisses the sky.
Did Chuck forget where to go here? See, he's a speedrunner. He doesn't play this level. He wouldn't know what to do. No one plays this level through all the way, any category, unless you're doing like wrong warp. You know, you might do a little bit of stuff. What is that? We got a walking floor tile from Zelda over there.
Wow.
Wait a minute. He's putting the wrong code in here, man. Fred, what's up, man?
Whoops.
We're going to talk to him after this stream is over. There's that floor tile again.
There's that floor tile. What was up with that floor tile? I was, you know, there was one that looked like a floating piranha head. I'm like, what the heck was that?
Yeah, in the water. It's hilarious. Don't be there. Fred snuck a new enemy.
Meanwhile, Chuck has a lead, but Skybilz just finished World 7-1 as well.
We don't see a lot. We only see the Lakitus that green, the green spawnies in just a few levels where they usually would appear anyway. So I wish there were more of those at times, because those are really troublesome at times.
Yeah.
This is version 30 of the randomizer. Oh boy. So here we go.
Next fort, we got the next level. We have a tank. We have a no, we have the army. We have the army.
Army, Marines. There's no Marine levels. Wow, what happened to the rest of the branches of the military?
I know. We had. I know we had the Navy.
No, Marines, Coast Guard. No representation.
Shame.
I'll tell you.
Skybilz running through that level. We have a Tanuki suit.
That's alright, cool. Gotta have a little Teddy Ruxpin action.
Oh yeah, we'll have a coin ship coming up, and what does that coin ship have? Stay tuned. Dodges some boomerangs. We can pick up a mushy.
Another fungus there. So nice little items here.
Thank you for clipping that, by the way.
yes.
Slicka, I think I remember. I think I spelled it correctly. Slicka in the chat.
Man, another vanilla.
Or top from Zelda. And oh, speaking of bad fortresses, there's that World 7 fortress again. And there's that star again to help it out a little bit.
You see Chuck showing off his knowledge of that level here.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, he's gonna be a little careful now, because now we've got
ooh,
those ghosts in it. Ooh.
Rough terrain here. Got it. And there's boom. There's boom. And there's boom.
Wow, Adam. I feel Adam in chat. Must be a Marine. Okay, I see there. I want to start no military wars in chat here.
Oh no. We're not here to do anything here. And we got a World 5 level in World Banana position.
Lots of shoes here.
Lots of shoes, yeah.
That makes boom, boom, boom.
Yepper. Skybilz, I think, is looking to get that star. She gets it.
Yeah, Chuck is trying to play us to win here, man. He is trying to maintain that lead again. Still relatively early in this game, too. Again, this is the best out of 3. So Chuck wins this. He will dethrone the queen. But Sky's trying to tie this up.
Yeah, this is an elimination round for Skybilz. It is a must-win to keep. She must win to get to force a game 3. Chuck, all he's got to do is finish first, and he wins.
But you saw what happened in that first race, and like
that was very close, and both are very, very good. Chuck has got to opt to get some items. He's got to get 1. He's got to get 2. He's got 3.
Yep. Knowing these car layouts.
There's 5. He's going to clear it.
The easy game.
He's got it.
What amazing. It's just so easy.
Beauty.
So,
and he picks up a hammer as the last item as well. He is gonna be happy about that.
That's all I care about.
Oh yeah, we got 1 hammer at the very least.
Yeah. So let's go, Teddy. Teddy flying through the level again, making this airship a lot shorter than it normally is. All right.
When I see, well, we got 1 hit. We got a 2-hitter, didn't it?
Yeah, number 2 hit. Chuck, yes, dear. You cannot grab it when you're
Whoops.
Oh boy.
Alright, we got Roy. He's done in 2 hits.
Yep.
Skybilz saw the same end card. She's got to go for some items as well.
Yeah.
In a while, the Tanuki appears. What is the command? Meanwhile, Skybilz.
Interesting. It's interesting.
Working through her cards, gets 1 mistake.
Very interesting. They both got the exact same card, so they both on double frame perfect strats here to get the exact same card layout there. So far, it's
She's going to clear it. There we go. She clears it. She's going to pick up a hammer, I think. There she is. Hammer suit. And we had a hammer suit and a hammer.
Yeah, it was that hammer suit on the 10 coin. I think it was at the 10 coin. So unfortunately, not a big multiple, but you know, at least it knows one on the map somewhere.
It is a good multiple. Maybe not generous, but a good one.
Anything greater than 0 is good.
Oh yeah. And we can confirm that that was indeed a 2-hitter thanks to Skybilz.
Yeah.
And we have World 7. Now I believe he checked his free pipe.
Yeah, the free pipe took him to the mushroom house, so he went back on that one. Wow, it's taking a vanilla path here. Well, not quite vanilla.
Slightly vanilla.
Same island, wrong pipe.
Yeah.
And he is not feeling the 3, 4, 5 area,
yeah,
so
this is going to be a slightly more difficult path here.
Now we saw what happened in the previous race. Sky went a different path when she was right. So
yeah.
Maybe 3, 4, 5 this time has the path. We don't know.
We will find out soon enough.
Sure will.
Skybilz checking her pipage. She doesn't like it either.
Music is...
And again, it's a mushroom house. You would think they take the free item.
Unexpected death there.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Just to answer a question in chat, the music can be randomized. However, the music does not affect the actual seed itself. So players have the option to include that as well as Mario's default color, but they don't affect the seed itself. So Chuck losing a little ground because of that step. Again, just showing you how you have to be a little bit more careful on these auto scrolls. When they roll, you don't have those platforms there for their safety.
And you can direct your path slightly to make sure you don't actually fall to your death. But of course, Chuck, unfortunately, had to take a hitter. Hey, you know, they're professionals. They've played this game so many times. They're not all home runs, folks.
My bad, Rekko. Let me. This is for you, Rekko. Ha 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 ha. Okay. He was trying to make a joke, so I want to make sure I showed him a reaction.
See, I'd read the chat all the time, but there's a thing going on the screen that we're supposed to be talking about here.
Well, this is why I wear glasses. I have 4 times the ability. Damn.
There you go. P-wing for the piranha, from the piranha.
Chuck going for the
Chuck clipped his way to the tunnel.
This guy. I'm showing off. And
off.
That's what you get. You went the wrong way.
And we got the troll pipe.
Interesting enough that Chuck is... So, Chuck is going to go back.
He's going to go back.
I think he may have forgotten where he just came from. Sky looking at the other autoscaler. First view of 5-9 today.
Yeah.
So, smartly Tanuki, just in case we have a fight level. Oh, boy.
And the Potaboo caught him.
Almost had a burnt teddy there. Or burnt Mario.
We have a burnt raccoon.
Yeah. So making light work of the first fortress from World 5 in the bottom area down.
Yeah. The fortress in the ground gets taken care of.
Yeah, just to give you a little heads up here, you know, Sky, a very, very good player in Randomizer, no doubt. Going undefeated until our first game of this best out of 3, going against a player, Chuck, who has been running Mario 3 for over 5 years. So a lot of that technical movement, you know, getting some display here against someone that's really good at playing in a randomizer setting. So you're going to see how these
different strategies. And Skybilz going into the beta for World 1.5.
Yeah. So again, really good gameplay. Again, it's still relatively close here. You know, we still haven't gotten out of this World 7 match either.
This is why I say Chuck has a well, actually now Skybilz Stanley has a lead. But considering how quickly things can change, a lead doesn't exactly mean squat right now.
Yeah.
And we got 8-1.
8-1 little. Well, at least it's comfy for the first.
There's a star, so that's going to help out a little bit.
Yeah, for a whopping 4 seconds. Whoa, boy, we got flying wings over there. What in the world?
Hello.
We got fire wings over there.
And folks, appreciate that run. That's a beautiful run through of 8-1 right there.
Yeah. Oh, poor boss bass.
And Skybilz had to deal with the boss bias.
Oh, she making sure she didn't fall down. Oh, we got
no.
a sight of the death, and man, quickly respawns.
But she respawns it at a spot where it can actually stay there.
Yeah.
That's going to help a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Skybilz just going through it and gets it done.
Yeah, pretty heavily.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, that is vanilla in world, if not in position.
Yep.
There we go. And Chuck completes his level as well. Now, where are we on the map here? Skybilz is just going through the final island, gets World 1, World 3.
Yeah.
Chuck gotta make it to the second last island of World 7.
Be careful here. It's gonna.
So Chuck. Skybilz has a
dear.
Oh!
Boy, Boss Bass had a 2-piece on that one, a block and a piece of Mario.
Nom 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 nom.
So Smarty gonna go to a P-wing. I ain't worried about. Oh boy, watch out for that flying.
Ooh, careful.
So I'm gonna take out that pipe.
And Skybilz is gonna go through the fortress in the sky now. From World 5. As I was beginning to say, Skybilz has a bit of a 1-level lead. That's going to help, but even Chuck is catching up a little bit.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what happens here. Getting a lot of race here. This guy trying to tie.
A lot of race to be done, yeah. A lot to be done here. It's a brand new one, too, so.
Mm-hmm.
And Skybilz just going to go through the second Piranha Plant with some star power.
Yeah, in fact, just to FYI, you all, in case you all do not know, that we already have our other half of the semifinal bracket already lined up here. On the other half, we have Classic Gamer 88 going against Duckfist in that semifinal. In the other half, the winner of this one will face against Mitch Flower Power, who is so eagerly watching in chat around to see who he will be faring against.
He's going, all right, who's going to kick my butt?
Like, who I got a body next?
Or whose butt am I going to kick? Because this, again, Mitch, good player too.
He's all right.
Skybilz, that's 2. That's 3. That's 4. We got a max HP with Wolfgang.
Yeah.
That makes it 5. There we go.
By the way, mnemonics in chat, if you type SMB3 in chat, you'll see all the details about the randomizer, and the very last link in that blog will tell you exactly what is randomized in this particular tournament.
We can confirm that Piranha Plant didn't contain a hammer. So there we go.
Yeah, I mean, hammer.
I missed that first one. So that doesn't need a hammer.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Again, we have 2 hammers now, I think, that we've seen.
Yep. Double the hammers, double the fun. And we better use those right now in World 4. Kind of half for this
and World 4 as our 4th world.
Is that we can't
Let's
allow
confuse some newcomers.
Yeah. 4 math, 4 equals 4. There you go. Take that home with you today.
Chuck takes care of Wolfgang as well. Picks up.
He might get the off-screen grab. Is he high enough to skip and save those valuable frames? Oh yeah.
Oh, he does. Beautiful.
Trying to be a professional. So typically for those who
know what?
Mario 3, you never jump for the wand unless you hit the top of the screen, which actually skips the entire scrolling, because the higher you are, the farther you fall, unless that happens.
By the way, Skybilz broke one of them blocks. She went through the first. She's halfway through World 4.
Mm-hmm. And Chuck's gonna have that same advantage.
And Chuck's probably thinking the same thing.
Again,
but he's gonna go through some cards first.
Mm-hmm. Get a little peek of the inventory.
Mistake, so he's getting one item for sure.
Yep.
Right now.
Indeed. For those who just joined the stream right now, this is the best out of 3. WhenChukAttacks has won the first game. We're in game 2 now. Skybilz is trying to tie it up 1-all to force game 3. Winner goes to the semifinals.
The best 3 falls, and we got a super tank as our fortress for those playing at home.
This tank don't just seem all that super anymore.
Well, I just call it the super tank because it's a big tank at the very end.
I know they call it. It just seems whatever. It's so short in a nut.
It's because they slow it the hell down in the actual game.
You know what? Instead of taking out auto scrollers, maybe we should like increase the speed like 5 times or something. You know?
That could be something for the final.
Super auto scrollers. Rapido.
You know, doing it at the same speed as the Air Force level.
Oh no, that's too slow, man. At least 3 times that speed. No, we gotta go fast, man. You know? Minimal reaction time. So, let's take World Force airship and put it at 1/5 of its normal speed. Yeah, good luck. Turn that into like a 6-minute stage. Oh boy. Chuck picking up the extra 1 up here again. Skybilz just a smidge ahead.
About a level and a half, I would say, but that's been cut off a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Chuck picked up a star with that hammer, brah.
I will totally test it. I sure will. I'll be the guinea pig.
Also, we have a World 3 Fortress 1.
The feels. No one's going for door 3 stress. I'm sad. I know it's a race, but I appreciate the YOLO. Like, just go for everything, all the swag stuff.
I guess they're going for get this done as quickly as humanly possible.
Mm-hmm.
Which, hey, it's smart when it's between literally a case of get it done.
Yep. Chuck getting a little thrown around here, just throwing the little bear around.
Yeah.
A little strange. He's all right though. He survives. Meanwhile, Skybilz better wrap up World 4. Got a 2-hit.
That's a 2-hitter. Gets hit. 4-hitter. That will end it with a 4-hitter.
Mm-hmm. No, Teddy Bear's gone again. Feels. All right. So halfway through the worlds, Sky maintained that lead, trying to hold into it. Second half of this randomizer raise 80% Warpless. So here we go.
Thank you for flying Koopa airships. Yeah.
Good.
And we got an anchor. We got an anchor, so again, wild card coming up. Meanwhile, World 6 is next.
Uh-oh.
And
get comfy, y'all.
Not going to bear too much fruit.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing a nice lengthy World 6, so we'll probably be here for about
for those wondering,
minutes.
You can. Yeah, those hammers, they break locks, they break rocks, they don't make bridges.
Indeed.
Oh, and Chuck decided, let's just throw a lot of fire at the Koopa. At the Koopa. Just a truckload of fire, turn that shell into liquid hot magma.
Yeah, Skybilz gone through 7-3, a level typically many of us just clouded over as a kid because no one likes scrolling auto-scrollers or non-scrolling auto-scrollers, however that works. Up and down, this level's just slow. No one likes it.
Scrolling scrollers.
Scrolling auto-scrollers, as opposed to those non-scrolling scrollers. That's like a double negative, isn't it?
Scrolling scrolls?
I don't know.
Chuck's got to check as well. He's not going to be happy about the lack of bridgeage.
Bridgeage.
Well, you know.
Oh, man, we need a building bridge.
I'm trying to keep the
poly bridge up in this here, something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the anchors, whatever the anchors are given, they have that set item per seed. So if one person uses an anchor and it's a cloud, every anchor for that seed will award
which, yeah, that's big.
Or whatever it may use, you know. But yeah, any inventory item. In fact, if you play it with whistles, because again, the whistles are removed for this particular randomizer, that is a toggleable option in the seed. So in a randomizer, with everything open, hey, an anchor could be a whistle for that matter, if we were using them.
Yeah, but the whistles, it's warpless, which means the whistles have been removed, because otherwise that would cause disqualifications left, right, and center.
Yeah. That's why we took them out, so no one would. The worst feeling, especially people who run Mario 3, especially in Warpless, the feeling when you accidentally menu over a whistle and use it, and that's just the end you run. So no threat of that here. Of course, Skybilz is going to spend some time here to build up some flight ability. In our world,
not a bad idea in this case.
Hey, the only idea to get out of here, that's for sure. So more Teddy Ruxpin action, which I'm happy about. Yeah. Yeah, that RNG, no. An anchor's item set on the seed creation. Yeah. Remember, that was a bonus feature.
The easiest fort in the game will be done.
Yeah. All right, man. I tell you, these people have plentiful life counts here.
We're loaded. Yeah, 19. No, wait, 13. No, it's 19 from Skybilz and 14 with WhenChukAttacks.
Indeed. So Chuck, as well, not having the flight ability. You know, I was just talking about the fact I have not seen 7.5 anywhere. Of course, Sky's going to take the death here because she does not want to go deal with that long stage. So she'll probably cloud over it. Probably use a star first.
One person I will not blame is Quick Flash 10, who just gave a tier 1 sub. Thank you very much for the subscription.
Yeah.
The thumb is up. We got the Big Bros coming up. They're taken care of. We got a music box out of the Big Bros. Now do we go upstairs? We go downstairs. We go downstairs. We have world. It came out of the water with all its fire intact.
Oh boy!
With the eternal flame, this one useless minion is reborn. Also, WhenChukAttacks saw that. Saw the maze, saw the sun, saw everything else. She went nope. Chuck, meanwhile, gotta go upstairs.
Yeah, he used that. He had a natural cloud as opposed to using the anchor item there.
Yeah.
So, well, this level right here, 5-8 is not fun in a randomizer. It's just so much enemy, so many enemies that can be there.
And already 5-8 isn't the easiest level in the game. So yeah, the randomization and the fact that so many enemies plus block you to throwing stuff around at you. Not that it's not fun. Meanwhile, Skybilz, the hand levels in this game will dole out the vanilla item, which is a leaf.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the fortress. Speaking of World 8, the Air Force.
Just a nice little bob and weave over this level. That tail making it a little easier. Yep. Of course, those anchors are clouds. So. Fred getting more name calling here because of the hands giving leaps as the item. I tell you,
you know what?
Please you all, can't
you don't know. Don't blame the guy.
Just have a hand level
in natural position.
Maybe they should just give Peach as the prize as opposed to a leaf. Just have a Peach in your inventory or something.
Yeah.
Just catch you off guard.
Yeah, catch it's like, game over, you found Peach. Wait a minute. What are you doing in there? Oh, I think he lost track, picked up a hammer instead of me.
You know? Skybilz going with the sink strats here. Be careful on that in the water, especially above the open spots.
Yeah, that could be, there's a couple of gaps in there.
Yeah.
But she gets through it. Yeah.
Chuck doesn't know yet that the cloud is an anchor. So,
or the anchor is a cloud.
A equals B, B equals A. Math, yo, more math reference. Dang it, what is that called? Oh man,
oh Skybilz, and cannot blame her.
Yeah,
she's gonna have to go downstairs. Picks up a P-wing just to be sure. And, ooh, I don't think she's regretting that P-wing strats now.
not one bit. Not one bit. So again, doing 70, a little slow again, having slower horizontal movement when you're flying. After the timer ends. Man, the sun is just playing peekaboo there.
Just showing up, going, hello, I burn you now.
Oh boy.
I'm about to burn you. Yeah.
This guy.
Aww.
This dude is like the guy from Police Academy.
I'm doing what I can, you know.
Michael Winslow? I'm trying to remember his name.
Michael Winslow, yeah.
Do you do cars?
Well, see, that's what happens. That's what happens when one of your shows is riffing. You know, Mystery Science Theater.
Oh my goodness! Give me your best car impression.
My best car impression? Yeah, not probably. Bleep bleep. That's it.
Bleep bleep.
That's
You
all
got
I
a
got.
country car, don't you? Bleep bleep. In the world. Chuck is going through 6.2 here. This guy.
Meanwhile, one hit Lemmy takes care of business for Skybilz. She's gonna finish up World 6.
Oh boy!
And then with the 6th level coming up. Whew, okay.
So Chuck pretty close, just 1-4.
Yeah, he's still one level ahead for Skybilz here.
Yep. 3 to go. Nice
yeah, my other frog suit, yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious. These two. You know, Fred has coded in so many unique messages, not only on the king, but what you get when you receive your prize. I think there was an anchor, wasn't it?
That was an anchor. I did spot it as well.
Yeah,
she breaks the lock, skips half the world, gets world 3-1 for world 1-5.
So we have a well, I know she has one more hammer in there, of course, with two anchors being, but that's 2 more clouds anyway, which
actually 3-2. I apologize. That is 3-2, not 3-1.
3, yes, math. 3 minus 2 equals 1. There you go. Math.
Yes.
Nice. Somebody in chat will bother you. Look now, I trained you well on this stuff. You should not mess up, okay? See? We're gonna have to have new commentary auditions for next year.
Oh, sure.
Right, yeah. Oh boy. So again, pretty free world here, so not really probably much lead change at all. Or at least shorten the lead anyway. Unless Chuck decides to use gamble on the anchor and see what's behind the mystery.
Well, I don't think he's gonna go for it. Meanwhile, Skybilz already at the airship. 1-hit Koopa, 2-hit Koopa, 3-hit. That's 4 hits for right there.
Yeah. So let's see here. 2-sun here.
Yep.
And the sun is in this level, which is
vanilla.
Even randomized, bruh.
Now you can blame Fred.
Grumble, grumble, grumble. Tell you. Alrighty. So Skybilz is moving on to the 7th world. Pick him a leaf.
And we have world 3.
So are we going to go on 3 free?
It is. We have a hype pipe.
So 3 is free. So Chuck is going to have a limited time to make his move if he plans on taking this.
He's going to have to play pretty much a perfect world, a perfect airship, and he's already taken a hit off of Iggy.
Yeah, not only perfect, but he's going to have probably.
And that was a 2-hit Wendy, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed on this Wendy HP lately.
Ooh,
you know, bruh.
Yeah.
So again, now Sky unfortunately going with the pause buffer strats on the fall. Watch out now. She might know some new tech I don't know about here. But now last time Sky had some unfortunately she did get kind of messed up on that hand bridge, which was required in the last raid. Had to traverse that. Chuck having much better luck there. Of course, we don't know what path we may end up going this time. It might not be even dark screen. Who knows where? It could be this very first pipe, which Sky probably really wants to have right now to maintain. Taking out all that other potential RNG in this World 8.
Either way, she's makes up to the top for the World 5-1.
Yeah.
Again, a little more difficult because there's the random enemy placement, but it's still way easier than going downstairs.
And remember, 1 equals 2. Remember the math. That's what he said. 5-1. See, 1 equals 2. See, you all didn't catch that. I did. See.
Yeah.
Because Leslie Pro is going to correct us, but we have a whole system going on here that you all don't know about.
See, I just call what's on the screen. You people have your systems over here. I'll just call what I see on the screen here.
So Skybilz seeing the hand bridge and she ran away from going to go play our second fort from World 3 here.
Yeah, she's going to go through the Navy stage, which is ironically a water level.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to find out if the second path is viable, or more viable, or equally viable.
Mm-hmm. Oh no! I was just about to say we haven't seen the bottom path in a while, and
ooh, he's going to have to go downstairs to complete the level.
Try to go for the usual strat to maintain your speed on the curve bounce and bonk his head, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Skybilz is going to take a look behind door number 2. Find herself in the dark world, so she's got a hammer. She's going to take a look at the pipe.
Looking
and
forward.
Behind door number 1 on the dark world, we find the other end of the hand bridge.
Well, I'm sure she's starting to see the hand bridge is not required this time.
She's breathing. There's a sigh of relief. I would think.
Yeah. Of course, we still may need to actually beat that fast airship stage if that solution's behind that lock. So that is still in play here.
That's still in play. This is not over yet.
It's both supremacy. Both.
Meanwhile, we have world the fort for World 2.
Poor Dry Bones, just trapped in spikes. Well, he's already dead anyway, so I guess
he's just trolling around, looking for something to do.
Oh boy.
Skybilz gonna take care of Boom Boom real quick.
So we're trying to find our way out of here.
Now, behind door number 3, we find the walk.
Oh boy.
The shortcut.
Again, that's a single chance to try there, but it could be required.
Oh yeah, here we go. Next level we find.
Or it may
we got
not.
the final screen.
So Sky is going to have the advantage right. She needs to get through this 6 Fort 3, get Bowser taken care of, and she will tie this up 1-1.
We might have another sub 50 as well. So
indeed.
So again, the racing here very, very tight.
Mm-hmm. I don't recall if she had a hammer suit or not, but even without it,
I believe I saw a hammer suit still in the inventory. I believe both have a hammer suit.
All right, so no problem there.
So this should be done fairly quickly.
Just gotta be careful we don't fall in the lava room. Especially with Hammer, they missed a step and
yeah. She's got a star and she's got another hammer suit if she does fall.
Mm-hmm.
So she's got two solid chances, and Chuck is catching up.
So yeah, it won't be enough time for him to take this one here. He's gonna do the same thing that
Skybilz is gonna have to screw up big time for this to be a close race.
Yeah.
But she's not. She clipped through the wall. Makes it through and makes it to the top. All she has to do is avoid some fire and some lasers. She avoids the laser. Meanwhile, Chuck is at the final map as well. He just entered the final fortress of the game for game number 2. And Skybilz is going to make it through.
I have to point out all the pros and cons. I can't just be, yay, yay, happy sprinkles. I have to talk about the molded cheese sometimes as well. Yin-yang type thing here. So Skybilz will take the second game, and we're going to get another quarterfinal match.
46-35.
Another one going 1-all here. So we are going to have yet another game 3. So
we're going to overtime, McMahon.
So y'all better go pee if you need to go. Get yourself a nice warm or hot beverage or cold, whatever. And we're going to be doing this again. Trying to get that
Chuck, Chuck went a little too quick there, but he'll get that done. He scared the boo.
So, by the way,
Skybilz tying it up 46-45 for round 2.
Indeed. That's right. How's that? This for free entertainment.
Hell yeah.
Tell you.
And he's got to get it done. Takes care of the Bowser. Takes care of the King of Koopas. And it's going to be in the 47-minute range.
Yeah, how close were these two races? Again, very, very close between the two players.
About a minute, I would say. Yeah, just about a minute. 47-42. Or 43. He's stopping right there. All right, so here's the results so far. Skybilz, game 1, Chuck, he got it done in 47-46 to 48-41. Skybilz won this round 46-35 to 47-48. Now 43. He actually bested his time here by 3 seconds.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
That's rando for you. And
that's rando for you.
And we're going to do one more here, you are. And this is also not just them doing a third game, but when you have like getting eliminated out the tournament on the line here, and you have to play 3 consecutive matches back to back, you know, sometimes the fatigue that your brain is getting a little mushy because you got to realize that everything you know about the previous seat, you got to discard that, know what you haven't done, and all the good stuff. So it's a little bit more pressure when you're doing so many games back to back. I think just doing so many races.
There you go. And for those playing at home, the winning numbers are 2 for game 1 were 2-1-4-6-7-5-4-3-8, and we started with World 2 on game 2, 2-5-7-4-6-1-3-8. So
yep,
that's what we have here so far. We have the necessary third fall coming up in a few minutes. We will obviously reset. We'll take a few minutes to make sure the seeds have been reset as well.
We should make it a little more interesting and make it the 80% randomized. So now they got to go find whistles. So they have to think about everywhere they could get an item from and try to find them. I did that one time. Not fun. Do not recommend. I had to do like 6 whirls to even get to one. I'm like, man. Then I got 3 in a row. I'm like, man, bump you. Boy. So game 3 of this, and by the way, if you bracket all the details about the Mario 3 randomizer, type exclamation point, mark, whatever you all call it, Bing. What is that word they use for
exclamation point SMB3? I think that's not a question mark, but it's called exclamation point. I know that.
There's another word for it. That was a word for it. I don't know. Bonk, not bonk. Bing. No, that's a search engine. That's the one that no one uses. Let me Bing back.
And yet every other browser says, please use Bing. No, Yahoo.
Bang. Bing, bang, bong. Silly vowels. Silly vowels. I'm trying to enforce audience participation here because I wake y'all up. We got a hype game.
We got a game 3 coming up. This is sudden death. The first person to reach the King of Koopa goes. to the semifinals to take on Mitch Firepower.
Yep. Don't you dare leave. Don't you dare leave. If you have to walk out.
Don't you dare be sour either.
Dude, you better go find your phone. You better go find your iPod, your iPad, your Blueberries, whatever. And you better find a way to stream this and watch it. Don't miss this stuff because this is, you don't get this stuff. Bump all the other races, man. This is the one that matters right here. Oh, yeah. This is the randomized tournament that matters right here. And it's going to be hype, by the way, FYI. Not exactly sure yet. We do have, for those who are curious, our first semifinal match will be on Thursday. All right, so if you want to see the match that will be happening between Classic Gamer 88 and Duckfist, that will be happening on Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't know which channel yet, but keep an eye on the schedule when it gets assigned. But that will be the first.
It will be on the Speed Gaming Network, either Speed Gaming, twitch.tv/speedgaming or Speed Gaming 2 through 4.
Yeah, I got a couple connection at ESPN too. Maybe getting broadcasted there too. We'll see what happens. No promises, but could you imagine Mario 3 randomizer on ESPN? Just flipping challenge. What is this?
All I know is if that happens, you and I got the call.
Bruh, man, that would be beyond.
Well, we might need a third man in the booth, but I want in on that.
Son, man,
I will sign up for that call.
Commentator or have the not good exclamation English now. Exactly what I was thinking. I'm telling you.
See, well, do you know then? Oh, and church Speed Gaming 8, the Ocho.
Oh boy. Yeah, give Speed Gaming another year of this stuff, man. They're gonna have to hire like a whole staff of like 20. Poor guys working so hard to provide all this doggone gaming content between these randomizer tournaments and exhibitions and so much stuff. So again, shouts out to all the Speed Gaming knuckleheads, as I call them, who are working so doggone hard to provide something for you all to watch, because obviously we ain't watching TV. Somebody's trying to.
I cut the cord earlier.
I can care about your brackets. They all bust, as we mentioned earlier, anyway. So
there you go.
You know, that's somebody you know was playing.
Yeah. We are in the middle of resetting for game number 3 of 3 of this particular matchup between Skybilz and WhenChukAttacks. We're on twitch.tv/speedgaming2 for the quarterfinals of the Super Mario Bros. 3 90% Warpless Randomizer tournament. On the call of console side, Matty J, Big John.
Yeah.
Wondering?
Oh yeah. You know what? I have a question for the chat too.
Yeah.
I want to see how knowledgeable our chat is. If you were playing Vanilla Mario, where would you find the location of the third whistle?
Ooh, there you go.
Now, if you're a pro, hush. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Where would you find?
My lips are sealed. My lips are sealed, sir.
Huh? I bet you don't know. Somebody better know. Doggone it. They better know. They better know.
I tell you, a few of them got it right.
I gotta see if they're very. I gotta see if someone's specific enough though.
Wesley Pro 04.
See, World 2 is an incomplete answer. I need more specifics.
Leslie Pro 04 actually got it a little bit. Let me scroll up.
That's more specific, but not exactly. I guess
he said at the end of World 2, break the rock in the top right corner. That's that. Well, there you go.
Will we accept that? Well, breaking the rock is not good enough. You have to do more than just break the rock. You know, I need specifics here. I'm like doggone Alex Trebek. Please be more specific. But yeah, we got it. Everyone who got it right, you win.
Can I talk to you?
No, everyone got it right. Answer this question. How many levels feature a thwomp that moves in a diagonal direction? Oh, how many levels in Mario 3 feature a thwomp that moves in a diagonal direction?
Good luck. 30 seconds. Please answer in a form of a question. Yeah, if this was any other shows I do on my Twitch channel, I'd have like the Sega Genesis version of the Jeopardy theme going. I would have hit that button.
Dude, that one sounds kind of that one's kind of aggressive. That blast processing.
It's actually the Think theme is actually pretty decent.
Yeah,
it's actually pretty good. Better than the SNES version, believe it or not. There are a few that are better with the blast processing, believe it or not. And I'm a Nintendo guy, so
there's some that are really bad. Have mercy. Oh, yeah, but it is one. Indeed, it is one stage. Yep. World 8 Fort on the non-fire side has that diagonal moving thwomp. Yep. Now you know, and they can tell your friends, your neighbors, your children, your grandkids. Your mama, your daddy.
Spread thy knowledge.
That's right. That's right. Why is Chuck's trademark in a different position than Sky's trademark? What? Who? What? Oh, they're probably using a different version of the game. Yeah.
More likely. And here we go. And
yeah. Why are we in World 2 again?
We're in World 2 for Game 3.
What is this?
And WhenChukAttacks gets caught with the spiny.
Man, that first hill's a doozy, ain't it?
Woo! I love Flickstro 1. Go forth, Edonoy!
Yeah.
There we go, Game
my
3.
goodness.
Let me reset the thing, actually. Give me a second.
What are you doing there?
Yeah, we have to reset the scoreboard.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Woo.
All right,
and I trying to keep each other entertained with you folks.
I'm just here because
we're just here taking care of business every day. Taking care of business.
I can't move. I'm tired. I've been trying to clean my room all day, man. I'm just burnt out. So now I can talk instead. Fast World 8. What is this mess? This is your first time watching? Well, first of all, Duke Devil, welcome. Everybody everyone say hi to Duke Devil. And then I'm going to say, where the heck you been the past 2 months, man? You done missed all the stuff. But it's all good. You got tons of hours of VODs to watch. Days of
Actually,
VODs.
Quick tip, if you want to see how we got to this particular position, youtube.com/speedgaming. They got pretty much a whole lot of the races that happened in the group stages, including a couple of the first 2 rounds of the bracket stage of this particular tournament.
Yeah.
Great races in there. We would recommend some, but at this point we're going just pick a race and enjoy.
Yeah.
And of course, not just Mario 3. There's other randomizers, other ones, Link to the Past randomizer. There's Key Sanity, which has its own, bit of insanity there as well.
There's 2 doggone many Link to the Past randomizers. There, I said it. Because I'm guilty of playing it myself, so. But yo, by the way, check out that link there that you see right there, Duke. The last link in that SMB3 command has what exactly is randomized in this particular tournament set. That will answer your question directly. Yep, including removing auto scrollers.
Oh yeah,
there are 2 left. 2 of them stay in the game. 1 is a hidden level, 1 is 5-9, but all the other auto scroll airships levels have all been removed.
And for those wondering why are those 2 still in the game, they'd be hard walked otherwise.
The first great answer is cause they just are.
Yeah.
Hey,
because randomizer, that's why.
Oh, I love a Sonic randomizer.
It's like the 2 bankrupt wedges from Wheel of Fortune. You know, why are they there? Because they're there. That's why.
You have to find some way to bounce the budget back.
Yeah, we want our money back. You're taking too much away from.
So
that's $5,000 wedge.
Chuck's showing his speed advantage here. I'm literally catching up this guy just on his movement alone.
Yeah, and they're in sync with this particular level as well.
And there's a lot of advantage right there of Chuck having so many years of knowledge of playing this movement. He just nails it. So Sky's going to work on her inventory now. First player doing a matching game here.
And WhenChukAttacks is going to pick up a P-Wing.
Mm-hmm. All right. Chuck is going to go to 4. Now you're going to worry about it. Here comes Sky. She had a peekaboo at the matching game. Keep that for later.
Yeah.
Oh, got a baby cheap there.
We're both at the, and we're both are going upstairs.
Now that little baby cheap you saw Chuck just take out, that cheap could have randomized to a ball spaz. He's gonna be careful when he gets to the end of this. You see, it just appears at random. There it is again at the right beyond the card.
Right there, but it got caught up between the two pipes. So she'll finish up. Meanwhile, Chuck taking care of the Hammer Bros.
Mm-hmm. Fortunately, no fire there. It could have been bad.
Beautiful Chuck ducking and diving. 2 P-Wings right there on screen.
The 2-piece right there. And
yep,
right now. And oh boy, talk about the perfect time to use one. Oh, that's gonna give Chuck such an advantage if Sky doesn't use one. Flying over 7.6 because Sky's little right now. Hopefully she'll think about using that right now. And she will.
Does she go for it? She's going for it. She's doing the same thing. And she does not regret it. And Chuck, I think the only thing that that got Chuck the lead, or a lead in this case, was because he had already gone through his 2 Hammer Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
But at this point, it just turned D lead into A lead.
Yeah.
And meanwhile,
got a 2-hit quitter there.
Yep.
A lot of doubles here.
Well, actually, it's a new game, so this is our first double of this third game.
I was talking about the double P-Wings, and I don't know.
Double P-Wings.
The 2 players or 2 screens. I don't know. I can find another double reference somewhere.
You spoony bod!
Hey, we're in World Double. Kinda. World 2? World Double. Doesn't sound right. Juggum's
and we got World 7 next.
The prize, and here we go. More
pipage.
So,
and we got a vanilla. We have a free pass to the second part of the pipage.
Oh well, that's
about it. We're not gonna get any farther than that.
Oh, 7-2 gonna get no love. Oh,
nope.
Yeah, Chuck did omit the matching game there. So again, Sky hasn't really capitalized on that either yet. So not too much of a thing. But again,
these two are they are good. They play good.
Yeah, just an example, because one of our players in the semifinals now, for instance, Classic Gamers, he's a player who just does not do in cards. He doesn't do it unless it's literally forced on the path. And that aggressive strat has obviously paid out because he's in the semifinals. You know? It's just a matter. Sometimes that just go fast may supersede the take time, build up inventory. It just happens sometimes. Chuck trying to go fast and get through 8-2 here. No, boss pass this time, flying around the air.
Interesting that he didn't go for the Stand the Shame there, but he did have a P-Wing, so...
Oh! Man,
he gets caught by the cheap. But there's a couple of cheaps out of nowhere.
Man, glad he didn't jump in the boss pass now. Skybilz, though, will aim it out. Shame. Again, a free power up here. Hopefully, it's not a star. That's the worst case scenario. Just a star. And
actually, considering how the level progression for this particular level was, I mean, I'll take the freebie.
Yeah. Oh, that's a tough. Oh! That is such a tough time to get hit because you have to still get your input in, and you almost have no time to react to that.
And Skybilz just saw that and went, nope, going up.
Yeah, that's a tough one right there.
Oh, really, Skybilz really got caught out of nowhere with the cheap.
Yeah, you can see the difference again. Chuck flew above it. He had his piece so he could fly over.
Oh, he flew above it the first time.
The first gap, and then he bounced off.
That's the big difference. And Chuck has will have a lead because of that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Man,
Chuck, he's going through his first piranha of the world.
Tough breakdown, man. That's what happens, man, when you have these randomized enemies. It just happens. So Sky's going.
He gets a music box. Skybilz will pick up an item.
Chuck again, the swag clip. Just chillaxing the wall. So Sky working on her inventory, but Chuck is already on the island of happiness on the right side. Able to progress
She's
out of
gonna
this
pick up 3. She's picking up. Also stay at 3.
Nom nom nuncher. Oh, and the fire month. And what the name of God is that?
Ooh!
Wow!
Stun lock too.
He almost got stun locked right to the pit.
At this point, I'm not even thinking. Yeah, she's not even thinking about 3. Just get through it.
1-3 just
Chuck just
get out.
He just gets through it. He'll pick up a 5 stars. Sorry about that. I think at this point we were both seeing the same thing.
Yeah, Skybilz has a couple of hammers there with all that matching. That matching may pay off very, very well for her later.
Yeah, that's a long run stretch that'll probably pay off. But Chuck, he could have had a free item, but he saw the
oh my goodness. A very unusual death, man. Getting hit on the left edge. Man, that's rough right there.
I was going to say he was just wanting to avoid the death in World 3. He couldn't avoid that one.
Yeah, unfortunately, you bounced so quickly. You end up inside the hitbox of that Goomba, and that's all she wrote.
Skybilz got to catch up a little bit. He's got to pick up that free item there.
Yeah, and remember, Chuck still has not done any matching games here, so... Again, even though he has that lead and Sky is on the not going, well, she's going to get back. Oh, Chuck, got to be careful. Don't want to have another death here. Tough set of enemies.
Tough save, tough set. And there's a fire brother, but he'll avoid that. Finish up the level.
So right now, even though Chuck is ahead as far as level progression, Sky does have 2 valuable hammers. And with this only being the second world they're playing in a lot of maps, that hammers can be used on to skip so much.
And Skybilz is going to go. She's got a better power up set, so she's going to go for the free item.
Yeah, Chuck didn't go for this one.
Be music box. So yeah,
not too much benefit there.
No,
it's alright, but you rather have something else.
If it helps you get through the level a little quicker, because we only see. We still have, let's see, we still need, we have World 7, we're at World 1, World 4 has a lot of Hammer Brothers, so. Yeah. World 4,
World 4, I mean, we still have the chance to skip that, so we'll probably take one of the brothers out to play. Still have 2 of them, most likely.
Yeah.
We will see how this race transpires in just a little bit.
Meanwhile, Chuck going through his second piranha plant, picks up a cloud.
Interesting. So here we go. More of that good old World 6 action here. Do you like this? Do you like this fort? Do you like World 6 Fort 3 right here?
I mean, it's a fortress.
All right, good answer. Good answer.
It's a fortress.
Yeah, all right. That's what I asked for. Yep, exactly the answer I expected.
Is it my favorite one? Nope. That's a big noperino there. Chuck, that's through his second world. I think that was a one-hitter, I believe.
Yep, short and quick there. So moving on to World 3, having the lead right now, but of course you have a pretty drastic inventory difference here. For Chuck to really balance this out, he needs to basically do a matching game and hopefully can clear a board very quickly.
Maybe just a couple of items, and maybe not even clear up the order, just a couple of items just to see, just as a backup plan.
Yeah,
because obviously he's not going to pick up a world, anything to finish a world here.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
He's got World 6 up. Let's see what we have here.
Yeah,
nope, we have a gap, so we're going to have to go for vanilla.
Yep, so it looks like Hammer's not going to play too much of a thing, at least on the front part of the level. Could be a little later. So as we traverse through World 2, To double. Got another place to use the word double there. Alrighty. You like all those messages, Mike? I'm telling you, man. That's not myself. That's Michelle. Mikhail vote there. Yeah, I was talking about the previous race that Fred has put a ton of messages in there. In fact, sometimes if you follow the developer of this, sometimes he's doing coding. You can actually see behind the scenes of how this whole thing even works. Which is, as a programmer, it's pretty doggone fun for myself. Kind of see all the stuff he does to make this happen. It's pretty cool. So, but you never see. You'll see here. Our professional says never use hammers in worlds. There you go. Obviously, trust the professionals, right?
Yeah.
Until they're wrong, and then you never trust them again. What are the odds of swag arrows? Exactly one piece of chicken times 2 packs of beef ramen divided by 2% milk. That is the percentage.
$47.
47. Oh God.
And all I'm gonna say is, don't forget to bring a towel.
Oh my goodness. You know what's going down when we start getting South Park?
I actually know that Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
You might want to go see your doctor about that one. Anyways, going through 1-1 again. 1-1.
Well, you know what? If it lasts more than 4 hours.
Oh my Lord. You can turn this on to like
that's the dirtiest joke we're allowed to say, by the way. So we're gonna stop right there.
I don't know what you're talking about here. God dog it. I know not what you speak of.
Me neither. What joke?
Better go watch that dog on Mr. Rogers marathon. Oh, by the way, yo, speaking of Mr. Rogers, today is National Cardigan Day. So everybody should be rocking their sweater vest in the spirit of Mr. Rogers right there. You might need
it is a beautiful day in this neighborhood.
Dude, it's snowing here in the DC Metro. God, I don't know where it came from.
I tell you, man, this winter thing, you don't want to leave, huh?
I don't know what's
actually
going
up here
on,
in Canada, up here in Ottawa, in the actually in Canada's capital, that's where I live. It's cold. It's sunny, actually.
I tell you, I wish I had something nice weather.
Actually, well, there we go. Skybilz gets through that one.
Trying to sneak attack in there. And there's a Chuck.
We got a hammer. We got the Hammer Bros giving up a hammer bra for when Chuck attacks.
Now, see, even though Chuck has a hammer, that's going to be a hammer that Skybilz will also get most likely. So it won't be any advantage for him.
If for nothing else, it's strategy. It's strategy at this point.
I like strategy. That's what I see on my stream. Strategy. It just sounds way cooler.
Strategery.
Strategy.
Anyway. Anyway,
I think I have my next emote, Big JTG.
Hey, he's going upstairs on that particular part. Does Chuck? He's got a water level. He's got to get through it. Oh, beautiful! You use that star very nicely here. He's gonna clear that level.
That's Maddie Russell. Yeah, Maddie claims Canada.
I am a Canadian. Yes,
I claim Hawaii. Or I'm here for all the military brats.
All right.
Man, getting a star, technically getting 2 stars in one level.
That's not a bad thing.
Chuck gonna have to take another dip in the water, man. 7-4 is just getting way too much love today, but he is not gonna play it. Man, the frog just pounced that boomerang, bro. Just stomped the mess out of him. So Chuck gonna cloud over the second fort there and just keep on going, moving over to our Navy stage. Gonna build that bridge. Irrelevant bridge, but hey, building it in case, and for some reason, if someone happens to game over, which at this level of play, quite unlikely. All right, Sky floating her way through 1-2. Yeah, not too much of any hazards here. As I say that, hey, go catch him! Go catch him! Man, more star action.
More stars.
Uh-oh.
All the stars. Oh, and Chuck got caught by Big Bertha.
Where's that nom nom action?
Nom 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 nom. Thank you for reminding me of that.
Well, I'm not sure that was Boss Bass or like a really good like Cookie Monster over there, man.
Actually, to be fair, it's a Cookie Monster.
Oh no, that was the car. That was the car imitation I asked for weeks ago. That's what it was.
There we go.
What is this?
Call back.
I'm gonna need somebody.
There's the punchline.
I need somebody to record that and make it as like that should be your new follower alert for your streamer. Oh man, that was quite impressive. So enough Boss Bass. Of course, Chuck Cloud over that low. Not going to play anymore. Going through fast airship, pretty fast actually.
There it does, Chuck.
Chuck is really moving through this level really fast, especially when he's little. Again, moving fast, keeping the wrenches out of play. Woo, boy.
Close call there, but he gets through it.
He's a trained professional here.
Yes, sir.
So Skybilz is going to take a peek at 7.5 and see what she's going to take it. Oh, and also
she got caught too. Oh no!
Double got yo, double got.
Oh.
So similarly, she does the same thing.
Whew.
Yeah. One got is enough for both of these players. Oh boy!
Fish did the nom noms.
Boy.
That's gotta be a little too long for a clip, but oh.
Not that. We'll just make a
if that's
highlight.
Clippable, please clip that.
I'm gonna need this. I'm gonna need all the editors of Speed Gaming 2. Hop on that. We're gonna get a full-fledged highlight for that one.
Yeah. Meanwhile, when WhenChukAttacks finishes up, he's gonna go to his fourth world of game number 3 here, in his out of 3 matchup in the quarterfinal.
Oh boy. So again, winner of this is moving on to that semifinals match. The loser is out. Do we have to say
winner go home? That's what it is.
Do we have to leave with their parting
gift? We have a leaf and we have World 1 next. So hammer strats will be used.
Yeah, Chuck again having a very, very small inventory going into 7-8 here, and 7-8 starting is always the nasty part.
See, this is where you want to build up that inventory just a little bit.
Yeah, so here you want to try to get through. We despawned the last one. It's like that fireball despawned that last piranha. And uh-oh, guess who's back?
Back
so
again.
He'll probably take the pipe here just to get a power up out of it. Or he may say bump it. And oh, the bank shot. Watch out.
Beauty!
The snooker skills over here. Uh-oh, but Boss Bass comes back in 5 seconds. So.
Boss Bass came up almost with a... Someone clipped that. That's some beautiful shell action there.
I'm really for the players to do well, but God, I would have loved if he got bodied by Boss Bass again after that swag.
That would have been
so like opposite.
We got a beta level next up, and Skybilz is hitting the airship. Oh,
Chuck,
someone clip that. Someone needs to clip that beautiful coop of shell footage right there.
Yeah, I love
that beautiful beam footage.
I just like clip stuff like that. It's just really cool to watch. Uh-oh, water stress and socks don't mix.
Little 3-hitter for Lemmy.
Chuck fortunately has 1 star left there.
He's gonna need to hit up a mushroom house before getting to the airship.
Yeah, just to give you an FYI.
He gets a cloud.
Yeah.
And he's gonna pick up a mushroom, so that there's some bonus action. So he's not going for the mushroom house.
Oh yeah, he's not yet. It's a little slow.
He is.
You're not going to see many people go for that. Now, he has no inventory for 1 item. He'll get something here. Hopefully, he'll something he can use. But again, he's playing a little gambling. Again, he did skip that matching game, which is why Sky has a significant advantage. You know, having 2 hammers left still, whereas Chuck has 0.
And you have yet to see World 3.
Mm-hmm.
And we've seen World 2, so she can't break her locks through and pretty much go through World 2, but This is significant.
Attack guy, was that like Black Widow strats right there? Yeah, what you know about Black Widow?
There we go. I know. Thank you. Whoever clipped that, thank you.
There you go. You get one bonus
point. Clipped. We have World 3 up next.
Yeah, and World 3 is World Free.
Where we go. We got a hype pipe, everybody.
Yeah. So again, this is the second.
He's over halfway through. He's got one item, and he's going for another airship.
Yeah. So interesting.
Now, if he feels like he's got a significant enough lead, he could actually pick up a couple items the next time he gets the match card game.
Because these players don't know where they are. They're just going. And Wendy, last chance for thick Wendy. Wendy is not thick, but she has some airtime on her.
That's 2 hits.
Oh, gotta be careful
That's
here.
3 hits. He's little Mario, and he gets caught.
Yeah, that was really tough. On the right side, knowing Wendy was going to go over there.
We have at least a 3-hit Wendy. That's probably a 4-hit Wendy. Minimum.
Yeah. Now, this is probably where
Mario.
Yeah, he's going to have that power, thankfully.
He's going to get an extra hit out of it.
Yeah, he backed himself up against the wall literally that time. Rings were going that way, too. That didn't help.
Meanwhile, Skybilz catching up. She's at the airship of World 1.
All right, so Chuck's gonna make sure he nails this time because we do have World 3 free.
And Skybilz will be joining us in a few minutes. There's 2 for Chuck. There's 3 for Chuck. There we have a thick Wendy, folks. There it is. Takes a hit, but we'll take down Wendy along with that hit.
Yeah, the key to making Wendy's fight much more safer is try to hit Wendy as soon as she becomes vulnerable. One, because she won't throw the rings until she hits the ground, especially when she's not thick-sized. Thick-sized? When she's not been thicked. So, thick when she's been thickened. You gotta find a terminology for this thing. I blame chat, this whole thick
and for those playing at home, that was indeed a hammer suit.
Well, from a lead standpoint, we're not going to say, inventory is inventory until someone actually uses it. So, And
I did hear that chime. We have World 5 next. I did hear that chime, so there was an end card.
Chuck is going to have to hope that he finds a hammer for one of those 2 hammer brothers. Otherwise, Sky is going to, if not pass him, get very, very close to him.
Sky she could rando, I guess, for lack of a better term, she could rando her way through. That can make World 8 very easy or very difficult for Chuck.
Yeah, again, not knowing what
depending on how the pipage works.
And speaking of pipage, I would think that, oh my goodness, I think that Boss Bass pipe should be full of all the previously eaten Marios and ice blocks here, and man, 2 kills in 1 level so far for Chuck. And didn't we see that exact screen before? I swear, Chuck going down the pipe in 7-2 after just bodying Boss Bass. And of course, Boss Bass is back again. Not going to be too much of a threat. Just got to get over 1 more area of pipes and we should be okay.
There we go. Now he makes it. We have a frog suit for completing that level. So a frog suit ending is technically possible.
But I would not advise
Skybilz going to go upstairs for that one.
I wouldn't advise it right now, but if you feel truly YOLO, not knowing if you're behind or not.
How brave do you feel in this particular type of situation?
I'm like, bruh, I'll do frog if I know I've already lost. Other than that,
that's fair enough.
You better try your own home computers or something. So Sky having a leaf advantage this time, so she doesn't have to worry about going under and building the note block bridge as Chuck had to do. So she'll pick up a little time there just because of that, about 12.9 seconds.
That's a little bit.
Yep, did the math exactly by myself. So Chuck climbing the tower here. He is going to have to move very, very quickly here because Sky
is catching up just a little bit.
Yeah, she's going to shorten this down.
Chuck
I'm not sure what he got from the Hammer Brothers.
Yeah, we were talking here a little bit there. We'll see if Skybilz will definitely check for those as well, I'm sure. She's going upstairs instead of the fort. She's gonna get the auto scrolls with the beetles over there.
Wow, Boss Bass is just out today in this
Boss
season.
Bass is relentless. Meanwhile, you know what? Different joke. Excuse us while Boss Bass touches the sky.
I'm checking my Twitch delay VOD. Looks like he music boxed him. Or he skipped them. So we don't even know what's even in them. Sky's looking for one. She puts him to sleep as well.
And Sky's gonna do the same thing.
Yeah, she knows she has hammers on that shit. She's not worried about those or anything.
She's not exactly worried, and Sky and Chuck is gonna have to go get some.
Oh boy, Chuck!
Items. Wrong way, Chuck.
Yeah, he lost that, so he's going to rebuild.
He got caught.
You know, we've seen a lot of people, a lot of races have some issues here with 6.5. Or should I'm sorry, 6.6. Just because of the unknowns above, just like that.
Oh, out of nowhere with the shoe.
Oh boy, Karibo is not having it. Kerbo shoe.
No.
Body and Chuck back. He's going to have to go repower up again.
Oh, I got it.
And all this time saving.
Sky.
Dude, this is the worst case scenario for Chuck because he was already in
this is what Skybilz needs.
Yeah, and she already had the inventory advantage.
And she's got the inventory advantage, and she's gonna take advantage of
oh no, he gets hit!
Oh!
And this is not Mario Maker. We cannot blow up those walls. This is not. Oh, and he'll have to go back the third time.
Chuck. I don't know. Maybe could he take a death here?
Well, unless he has a cloud.
Items, he can't even. Oh man.
Yeah, with no cloud, he has no hope.
Well, okay, there's a little bit of an advantage. The Karibo is gone.
Oh no! So is his tail again.
Spoke to.
Oh, Chuck, man, 6'6".
Chuck got caught by a Karibo.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
I can for some reason I just hear Fred saying, "Got him." I don't.
If this wasn't a PG stream, there's so many Dave Chappelle jokes I could throw in right now.
I think Fred just got an unfollow from Chuck on that one. Man, that is just a tough break for Chuck, man. Again, that level has again, randomized enemies not knowing what it was, and Sky didn't have to worry about it because she had hammer. So
and Skybilz with the massive inventory advantage. We got 2 more worlds, and let's see, we have World 7. So let's see. We have World 4. No, we have World 4. We have yet to see, and Skybilz just completed this. Well, so she's gonna visit World 4 next.
And she already has that 1 extra hammer, so she's gonna cut half of that. Chuck doesn't have it anyway, so Chuck is this is not good for Chuck at all.
Now Chuck needs a
miracle right now. The problem is right now skipping that match again. Not only skipping it, but even if he got it, he still would have to make the matches to get those same hammers that Sky had. There was no way around it. So of course, Sky just using a combination of clouds and hammers now to really build that lead up now.
She's gonna build that lead up. This. It's a shame.
Yeah, this is one of these matches where if you're a player who doesn't play matching, this seat would have gotten you because of that, because of the hammer being on a common item and the world order.
And Chuck, he's gonna make an effort of it. Obviously, he's got the speeds. He's got the speed run skills, but RNG got him. Yeah. I think at this point, RNG got him.
So again, it's not over until it's over now. But again,
it's not over. You know what? Skybilz could catch a very trolly World 7 fortress.
Yeah. Of course, Chuck does get the hammer there. That was the one that This guy put that one to sleep. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it was.
They both put the ground ones to sleep. I do know that.
Yeah, so again, they've been asleep for 3 turns anyway. So Sky,
yeah, so
Chuck will at least
he's
have
gonna get
hammer,
that one.
But it's not going to be probably enough.
It's
I don't think he has any
Skybilz putting some more Hammer Bros to sleep here.
Yeah, Sky had to.
She's got enough to take care of business here, but this is
yeah. I'm telling you, man, that is the thing here. Is interesting how in this race so far, Sky basically lost the first one, ultimately because of bad orange in the hand, and now because of an optional decision to not play it, Chuck may end up losing this one just because of
you get the feeling. I'm going to ask you, do you think pressure might have gone to him?
Well, this is always the idea. I
need to get this as quickly as humanly possible, and I'm going to skip the end cards because of that.
Well, this is what happens. I mean, a lot of players, especially, they may think they're in the lead, and they just go. Like I said, we have very aggressive players who say, "Forget inventory, just go. Try to let my natural speed of the game, supersede the inventory of your opponent." And sometimes it just doesn't happen. I mean, you can be the fastest player in the world, but man, if you can have a hammer to skip 3 levels and do that 3-4 times, that's 12 stages taken out the picture. That's a lot of time. Even if they were only 20 seconds a pop, dude, that's a huge amount of time right there.
Meanwhile, Chuck, he'll finish up his world finally. He's going to enter his 7th world, which World 4. Meanwhile, Skybilz, she's a world ahead.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So regardless if it's fatigue or not right now, double messages.
This is a case of, and we have people in Human Muster in the chat. He's calling sub 40 or less.
Yeah, depending on how the pipes randomized.
Ooh.
We still haven't had God World 8 yet, so who knows? We've had 2 God 3s, free 3s. So we'll see.
Yeah. And the third one was relatively decent as well. Wasn't the trolliest seed ever.
Yeah, again, most of those seeds were and we have depending on how things randomize for possible stuff. It's gonna be kind of close though.
It's gonna be close.
We have at least 2 stages to play, regardless of what the pipes randomize to.
Now this depends on the pipage on our free pipe here. Let's see what we have. We have one of the end of the hand bridge.
Yep.
So she's got to check. She's got to go through the Navy stage, which is Fort 2-1, the fortress for World 2.
Now let me tell you what, because this did happen in another race. We have someone like Chuck that was kind of behind here on something like that.
Yeah.
Now Sky not knowing the path to World 8. What do you do? As Chuck, you see the hand bridge. Do you gamble it and hope maybe that one pipe may be victorious?
That might be the one thing that might save them.
We haven't had many races. That could
be the one thing, yeah.
But we have had that. I know at least in one race that has happened where someone was significantly behind. The leader just went every wrong path in World 8, and then the YOLO path worked. So, but I think the deficit might be a little too high right now.
He's still 1 world behind, and that's those multiple deaths, and that of course that troll. Of a Karibo caught him off guard.
Yeah,
that's
of course,
tough.
What doesn't help Chuck right now is the Skybilz is on the dark screen, so she's gonna have a lot of pipes to her disposal.
Yeah, she's checking her free pipes. That's the she's not optioning for the. I know she's got a hammer.
Yeah, because there are two hammer plays on here. So
she's not gonna go. She's going for the fortress.
Clear it out so that we can save the hammer.
World 3, which is for the Fort 1 for World 3.
Mm-hmm.
So she's gonna get through it.
Yeah, I wouldn't use the hammer there anyway.
Pretty much. I think at this point we'll know what our paths are. Pretty much.
Yeah, you wouldn't use the hammer there anyway because you already know this will unlock it, and you already have access to the other lock. So
yeah,
just open up.
Meanwhile, Chuck, he's just applying pure speedrun strats here.
Yeah, she might be hammerless. I think she used her second hammer.
2.
Yeah, actually, Sky's hammerless. Sky's hammerless because she did use the music box in World 5, and she skipped the one in the upper part that Chuck did get. So she can't. She's gonna have to play that anyway. Because meanwhile, Chuck is headed over
So the
World 7's castle.
All right, so we know for a fact.
Yeah.
And bridge, it's the shortcut.
Yeah. By the way,
the shortcut.
Yeah. By the way, Human Monster. For those who missed it, when we got to World 5, Sky did use her hammer to skip that. Chuck did not have any at the time, so he had to play the upper part of World 5, and was able to get a hammer out of it for the hammer bell that was still active. Ooh. Try to be a little careful here.
Chuck's catching up, but Skybilz is gonna. She knows she's got to clear this next ship to open up that path. So we know for a fact that the shortcut is the probably more than likely the way to go.
Yeah.
And Chuck just joined us in HE double hockey sticks, so this could be. Oh boy.
Yeah. This is where it happens sometimes.
This won't be sub 40 with their. That's out of the question.
And you know what's very interesting right now is that I don't know. Even with Chuck being where he is right now, Sky's gonna have to deal with that. You know, this is one of those things where he could have actually shorted even more, one extra hammer just for this lock alone. You know, that gambling lock. But like I said, with all those unfortunate mishaps in a certain stage, you know, just cannot recoup it.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
Yeah, stir fry. They do not know.
Let's see. Well, we're gonna. It's probably more for formality here, and Skybilz will find. There we go. The last map of the game, and the super tank contains the fort in the sky in World 5. So
yeah. So another
this is officially Skybilz' game to lose.
Yeah, this is like another one of those instances where even though we have a superiorly, you know, well-versed player in this game, with the unfortunate, you know, skipping in cars and just a really tough break on on a level randomization of enemy, just not, you know, allowing that victory. It looks like. That's the randomizer for you all. That's the randomizer. Yeah.
And Skybilz, she's got a couple of hammer suits. She'll have a couple of shots at it, but she is definitely just got a sub 45 it.
Yeah. This is interesting.
That I could tell you right now, unless there is a goof up, that'll be her best time.
Yep. And I think the MVP
We're looking at her best time right now.
The MVP of this particular race was the matching game. That is what solidified the win for Sky, and Chuck omitting it.
And and of course that those shoes.
Yeah.
Of course, Chuck is going to try to find his way through it. He can't really YOLO it now.
Yeah.
And Skybilz, she is going to get it done.
Yep. See,
it's over, folks.
Yay. So it looks like Skybilz will win this and advance to the semifinals and take the victory in Game 3.
Yeah, she'll do it in 42. We'll have an official time in just a second. 42:04 unofficial.
Yeah, so
there you go. 42:04 unofficially. That's her best time of the tournament. At least in this particular matchup, excuse me.
Yeah. So we have our final four, you all.
We do.
We have our final four competitors. Skybilz going against Mitch Flower Power, and on the other half,
that's gonna be a matchup. Good lord.
Yeah. On the other half, we have Classic Gamer and Duckfish. It's going to be interesting because for those who don't know, when we led off this tournament as a kickoff before we actually began, we actually had a three-way race between Skybilz, Mitch Flower Power, and Grand Pooh Bear. Now, Grand Pooh Bear got eliminated by Chuck. And of course, Skybilz eliminated Chuck. So this is a rematch. And if I'm not mistaken, Mitch has never beaten Sky before. But Sky was also undefeated until Chuck beat her today. So
yeah,
what's going to happen, you all?
And Chuck thinks he has the hand bridge is necessary. He's gonna do a quick U-turn.
Yeah. Oh, do we need to have someone make a highlight reel? man, if we could have every boss bass death throughout the tournament and just this crazy collage.
Ooh.
Just, oh, man.
To the 1807 overture.
Dude, he's literally Spotify.
Overture, excuse me.
Man, we could have that would be a fantastic way to conclude it. It's the whole highlight reel. So I would literally pay somebody $1 to do that. A whole $1. For you Canadians, it's like what, $400 now? I don't know.
$1.50, $3.50, about $3.50.
Oh, boy. So we're gonna work on getting Sky in here. We're gonna chit chat with our So don't try to go nowhere. We're gonna powwow yippee out with her. And let's see what she's hiding. Oh, the feeling when I just get loud out of the chat room.
Oh no, that sun hiding right there on that one block. That could have been a power up. Meanwhile, Chuck going through the action zones. Try to clear up the path, I would assume, just to clear up all the paths and make it a little easier.
Indeed. Let me get it here. Oh, technology. Why must you fail? Oh, the feeling when it says Mario logo. Cannot win for losing. Dude. Alright. Alright, so we're going to talk to our WinRAR in just a few moments here. And of course, remind you all to check out the schedule so you'll see the first semifinal match, unless one gets scheduled prior to it, will be Thursday. This Thursday, 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Not 10:30, I'm sorry, 10 p.m. Eastern. That was the first one, Classic Gamer versus Duckfist. The winner of that one, again, best of 3. The winner of that one goes to the finals. And of course, the loser is not out yet because the losers of each of the semifinals will battle for 3rd place for that coveted bronze Mario statue. All right.
Yeah.
But one player who may not have to worry about that is the lovely, dazzling Skybilz. Arthur Blues, please don't hurt me. Sky,
GG, Skybilz, JJ.
Oh my. There's so many things I could say right now.
Well,
you had a couple of good seats. We're going to tell you what got you the win for this one.
And wait, in fact, I'm not going to tell you. Just take a guess of why you won.
I got hammers out of the card game.
Exactly.
Yep.
That is it.
Yep.
That was the big one, but actually, Chuck refused to use the end cards in the third round, and he got caught with a Karibo shoe at the world 6-6.
Yeah, 6-6. Our got a fly out level.
Yeah,
not nice.
No, there was a Karibo at the very end, just jumping out. Took him out of like 4 leaves, I think it was.
Yeah, basically, the gap was already there because of him having to traverse 5 upper screen. Interesting enough, you had the music box, which you used in the bottom part, which allowed you to also skip the one above, and that one had a hammer. You at least had one, but at that point, the deficit was just too great between no matching and, of course, 6-5 or 6-6 just not being a noun, as I would say. It definitely was a big noun. So, but you came back.
I did.
How did you feel? Look, now I know I don't know the last time you've ever not won a randomizer, but I can imagine, like, you know what? I gotta buy this guy now because I gotta make sure I get to the finals. Because I know you were saying you were a little concerned about this race. You know, Chuck is a really good player. So tell me your thoughts. What was going through your mind, my dear?
There was one very big mental turning point in the 3rd seed, and so I clouded over the fortress, which was, I believe, the Navy stage in Vanilla 6, and I went into 6-5, saw Boss Bass. Now, I've done a lot of practice with that, even with Bass. I actually fed myself to Boss Bass because I had a second Jugum Cloud. That was on the gamble that 7F2 wasn't that fortress, and sure enough, it was only the Navy stage. I died there on purpose. It was a huge gamble. I'm glad it paid off because I didn't want to deal with that level.
Meanwhile, WhenChukAttacks finishes up 4750, technically his worst of the bunch, but it was only by a few seconds. For those keeping track in the audio department.
Yeah, so I mean that really was turning. Tell you what, How does it feel to have to deal with the 3 races in a row? I mean, I know you and many people do a lot of races, offline and around this time per se, but how does it feel under pressure to have to do 3 back-to-back races?
It's exhausting, but at the same time, 3 back-to-back races is the only reason why I'm still here and why Chuck's not advancing. So I'm a little biased.
We'll say that right to his face. By the way, joining us is WhenChukAttacks.
Ooh.
I did.
Salt.
Hey Chuck, let me ask you a question. You got any new shoes lately?
Huh.
Oh,
I've been stepped on a few.
I felt so bad. I mean, in this tournament, we have had some just troublesome enemies on that flight out because you just don't know what's up there.
Mm-hmm.
But that, man, that just broke my heart, dude. That was just.
We could tell you without question the lack of end cards and just the fact that you take in so many hits from that one Karibo shoe in that one World 6-6 level.
Yeah.
Oh, we felt bad for you. We really did.
I was even worse off when you actually made it up there and you got hit while you were up there. I'm like,
I know. That was like on the 6th try. I finally got up there and then got hit anyway and couldn't break the bricks.
Yeah, man. I'm not sure if you know by now, but the big detriment right now for you was that the end card game, man. You skipped it the first time. And
was there pressure? Like, what was the pressure of, I want to get this done as quickly as possible?
Yeah, I felt like the past 2 races were so close and that the rewards for the end card were so minimal that I was just going to completely skip him in the 3rd race, which proved to be a terrible idea. But that was, you gamble, and I lost on that gamble. Yeah,
it was very interesting because the last 2 races, Sky, when you won the first one, Sky just had unfortunate luck having to cross that hand bridge. Mm-hmm. And then of course you only having to play one staging, and Sky kept getting grabbed. So that one was almost determined by just bad RNG, because you all were very close that entire race, man. Game 2 was fantastic to watch. By the way, Sky, how'd you feel about that dumb hand bridge though?
Oh yeah, oh my god.
It was infuriating at first. I thought about dying on the first one, but then I'm like, well, what do I do equipment-wise? What if I get grabbed by the first one, the second one? So I was just thinking, I'm like, well, I'm gonna clear the first 2 stages, be a good sport. I get to the 3rd one, and I'm like, really? So then I had to die twice again in the 3rd one just to be able to skip it, and it was very frustrating. But since it was game 1, I just kind of shrugged it off, and I just kept going. I'm like, you know what? That's why we're playing 3 races. Let's just keep going. I'm not gonna let it snowball me.
Mm-hmm. Then we could tell you that was literally what did you in game 1 right there was the hand bridge. We were talking about like the hand bridge will decide the fate of the first race, and it obviously did.
Yeah, man. And that's the randomizer, man. You just don't know when. We've had a race that was lost on hand bridge. We had a race that was lost on not on matching. You just don't know. It's just this thing. This is what makes it so good to watch and good to play. But unfortunately, you don't want to be on the bad end of that as a player, where things just, you gamble and it's wrong, and sometimes you can gamble and be right. But, today, I guess it was Sky's turn. But don't let this think that Chuck is not an amazing player. This guy has played this game longer than most of us, probably almost all of us.
Yeah.
So
those were those were good consistent, of all the 3 matchups, you had all the 3 games, you were off by like 4 seconds. There's a 10-second differential. So,
well, thank you.
That's a good spread there.
Yeah, it was very good matchup.
Considered.
Definitely, man. So I tell you what, you all make sure. Not only does he play this game well, he impeccably clean cart collection. I'm just telling you. If you haven't watched the stream, this guy, I don't know when the last time he's done it, but
it's been a while. I haven't bought any new games in a long time.
Yeah, this guy will take apart his carts and just clean them. Forget that blowing in a mess. Now we're talking about professionally keeping these things in pristine condition. So if you want to not only know how to play games well and how to keep your carts clean so they don't blink back and forth and put it in there, that's the man to go watch right there. So, Chuck, man, you got any words for about the tournament? How you think you did overall, or Sky or anybody else? This is your time.
Yeah. Well, I had a great time participating. Thank you for putting this thing on. It was a lot of fun, and disappointed. You know, I hate to lose no matter what. I'm very competitive, but if I could lose to anybody, glad it was Sky. That was
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
She's awesome, great at the game, just great all around gamer, and she better win the whole thing. Is all I gotta say.
Better.
I got to do it for our team. You know that.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, the feeling no team boom boom. Oh, I just realized.
No, we're both at Southeastern Speedrunners. We were both at most, if not all, the SSS's Southern Speedrunning Summit, so we know each other quite well, actually.
I need to go to one of those. God dang, I'm like too close by to that, actually. You know,
That's right.
Yeah.
I feel like driving on that awful interstate, though. It's in the middle of nowhere. But anyways, GG to you as well, Chuck. But of course, Skybilz, congratulations again. Moving on to fight your buddy. Rematch time against Mitch Flower Power. How about this one? You ready to body him again? You can talk junk. You earned the right to talk junk.
I'm not going to talk junk.
She'll talk junk via the controller. That's how it's going to happen.
So she'll let the speed run do the talking.
Yeah.
If anything, during my charity events, Mitch was the one I constantly had issues defeating. He and I are probably about 50-50 right now. It's going to be a great series with him for sure. And I feel so lucky to be able to move on and do this because Chuck was a fantastic opponent. It could have gone either way tonight, honestly.
All this love in here, man. Roll it back to Valentine's Day. So, for those who don't know, so Sky and Mitch will be working to schedule their upcoming race, the other part of semifinals, Thursday. You'll be able to catch Classic Gamer 88, who I saw in chat, observing, trying to see if he's actually going to play in-cards matching himself, going against Duckfist. Again, another very good Mario 3 player here. So, we got some really good skill sets coming up here, you know, from just vanilla running of the game and randomizer skill and whatnot. So it's going to be fun to see how this turns out. Because the finals, I'm not sure what time yet, but the final is going to be on Saturday of this week. Not sure the time or location, but that's what you don't want to miss. The question is who's going to be in it. The finals and the bronze match. The bronze match will lead off the string. And, of course, the championship match where they'll be playing for an amazing grand prize. You won't believe what it is. I'm telling you. They don't know what it is.
It is a solid 3 cans of Coke.
Yo.
Yes, and 1 expired AA battery. Exactly.
Ooh.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So, yeah. So I guess that'll wrap it up for speed gaming. Any final words from either our runners here?
No, I think I'm good.
No, I think we're good to go. Thank you both for working on this as well. We appreciate you doing commentary.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh,
yeah, shouts out to all those.
The pleasure is ours. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the good matchup, guys.
Anytime.
Yep. All right. So just FYI, Thursday, the first semifinal between Duckfist and Classic Gamer 88. To be determined which time between Skybilz and Mitch Flower Power. The winner of those two will move on to the championship match. The losers will fight out for that deliciously bronze Mario statue, not available anywhere in stores, I'm telling you. All right, so make sure you follow all 4 of them knuckleheads, or not 4, I can't count, 2 is 2. Make sure you follow Skybilz. Make sure you follow WhenChukAttacks, exclamation R in the chat to give them a follow. And if you really don't care about your lives, you can follow myself and Matty J. Matty J bringing the Canadian humor.
Oh, yeah.
You heard that country car he did earlier. Come on, I could give you more of that.
Twitch.tv/RVT Entertainment. I do jokes all the time with my boys.
That's right. And you know who I am, I guess. I'm a nobody.
Oh, yeah.
So, all right, you all. So, with that being said, Thursday night, next randomizer, unless there may be another one earlier, but I don't think you all are going to probably do your race tomorrow, will you?
I would like a little bit of a break, if that's okay.
You're tired, honey? Well, too bad.
Okay.
Ain't no time to be tired.
I'm tired.
Get good. She tired. She tired, y'all. Who knows, man? I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to do an early race. I mean, who knows? We may have a double header on Thursday. I doubt it, though. I'm expecting probably a Thursday race, then probably a Friday race, and then the final on Saturday. That would be more convenient. Everybody can take a breather, except for those who play on Friday. You're just out of luck. Well, actually, it doesn't matter who plays right because you got to play again anyway for the bronze. So we'll see. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we're going to call it double semifinals, and of course the bronze and the finals. So that should be good. All right.
All right.
So with that being said, Maddie, it's been a pleasure to co-commentate along with you.
Same here.
Yep. So thank you so much for that. And hey, thank everybody in chat for hanging out all night or all morning, depending on where you are. And we'll see you all Thursday for more. Well, the good stuff, the Mario Bros. 3 randomized tournament. Moving on to the semifinals, continuing the best of 3. All right. So I'm Big John. You all have a good night, and I'm going to pass out. I'm tired.
Right.
So,
You go flop on your bed. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
See
everyone.
Good night.